Your dedication will be rewarded.
New subscriber detected.
Run from all you know. The concrete makes way to valleys, and all of our lessons learned will carry us through the unknown, deciding to live free at last. Fight through the past, now it's finally time. We have the choice. You have the voice that will live through our sons and move generations to come. So just trust, just so tight.
Alright everyone, welcome back. I'm Winter, and it is June 18th of 2024. Thank you guys for being here so early on. Hopefully, you've had a good day so far, and hopefully it's about to get just a little bit better. Today, we're playing StarCraft with commentary. Thank you, Dream Shifter, for 71 months. Go ahead, you still enjoy. Help dogs on my leg for 8 months. Abyss of Time for 67. Since your last year, Kaviji, Mangadel, Hobgoblin. Go ahead, you still enjoy. Today, gaming. Maybe even tomorrow as well. Maybe one game from now. But here we are for the best live gameplay on this stream today, right now. So, like, subscribe, and never close the tab. Gamer time. Today, part of the problem. Kerrigan starring Kerrigan? Is she now?
one way or another.
What's going on?
Ah, yes, the tactical 2 SCV scout timing.
Ready. In the rear with the gear. We hear you.
No minerals for that.
SCV ready. Big huh? In the rear
You must
with the
construct
gear.
additional depots.
Big job, huh? Bad news.
Shit, he figured out the counter. It's also pull 2 workers.
Hear me? Huh? Yeah, go ahead. What's going on? In the rear with the gear.
Need more minerals.
But that means he now has 3 workers pulled.
Move it. Will. Huh? SCV ready.
That puts me ahead because emotionally he's devastated.
Big job, huh? Bad news.
Got 2 gases?
Go ahead.
No.
The enemy is all over your SCVs.
Welcome home.
What's going on? Yep.
SCVs under attack. Save the boys.
Huh? Sure thing. Ah. In the rear with the gear.
He should have enough for a command center, but we're gonna find out.
Big. Go ahead. Huh?
Your CC is now a BCC, a better command center.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Can't build there. It's like your SCVs will be DED if you don't stop them.
Yes, from above. What's the God's nothing for me to kill? I'm listening. Ready.
Emotionally devastated.
Bad news? Big job, huh? Ben? What? You want TV ready? Big job. What's it? TV ready, man. What? Go ahead. What's it? What? You want something? Yeah, whatever.
Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet?
Yes. Yes, I am.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Optics online. Let's go, kill.
What?
What? You want the...
I've never seen this screen.
The tactical 2 SCV timing. Tried and true.
This ought to be good. I get you. What's it? You got coordinates? SCV ready.
The real victory. The emotional damage that 2 SCVs do. I remember back when, I think it was Huck. In like, now 12 years ago. 13 years ago. Was like, instead of 1 probe against Terran, I'm gonna pull 2 probes. And Terrans just had a mental breakdown for like 2 weeks until, or like 2 months really. It took a while to figure things out. Until they're like, oh, we could bring 2 SCVs. Because everybody's like, well, how are you supposed to stop 2 probes? And literally it took months to figure out, what if you just brought 2 SCVs? And that was the level of play we were working at. Like, it seemed like an economic devastation to bring 2 SCVs off the line. But eventually, like if they bring 2 workers and you bring 2 workers, probes actually lose 1v1 to any other worker. So yeah, if you're really desperate, you can bring 3 and still probably be ahead. Why did they quit? because I'm about to come across the map with a Cyclone and 2 Reapers, and he lost every unit he had and didn't have a factory as quick because he didn't have a second gas, and he also expanded on the low ground. So that means he invested 400 minerals in a command center that wasn't going to pay off, and he was very likely at least going to be forced to float it to the high ground, so he's going to be contained in 1 base while I have 2 bases, and as you could see, more workers despite the shenanigans early. So I have full tech control, I have more economy, and I have more self-respect. So there's that. But he could have, I guess, just tried to float to a corner for a while and it would have drawn it out.
I'm sure this one will be better. Not enough minerals.
In the rear, we ready here. Yeah.
You got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down.
SCV ready.
We're gonna wall it.
Go ahead. Ah, bad news.
More supply depots, my friend.
Go ahead. Big job, huh?
Leave space for a tech lab. I'm thinking
What's going on?
concussive shell.
SCV ready.
Some a little spicy.
In the rear. SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. Huh? Ben? Let's go. Big. Go ahead. SCV ready.
I'll lead with it. It's probably expanding there.
Ah, go ahead. Big. What's going on? Sure thing. Move it. I'm going.
Head on, finished up. You think
Clem, be
that
proud of me.
one? Your command center needs more energy. This game is tiring. Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet? No minerals for that.
Just
I'm
give me.
not reacting.
Need more minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. You must construct additional supply.
Huh? In the rear, we're ready here. What's go?
Research finished, but I'm still waiting on high psychometry.
Don't mind if I do, sir.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
New subscriber detected.
Less than 3.
What's going on? In the rear.
Could have gone better. I don't want my bunker load key. Yeah.
SCV ready.
PC upgrade done. You
Take a look. Balunk.
SCV ready. Ah, this better be.
Small chance, I guess, of deets, but what are you? You're a scout, is what you are.
got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down. Need more minerals. Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet?
Big job. SCV ready.
Your add-on is all done.
Where are you going? Stay out there.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
No minerals for that.
Been waiting on you.
Time's a wi-
SCV ready.
It's about to get heavy.
I'm going.
Your add-on has been constructed.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. You got no minerals.
If he goes charge, it could actually get a little dicey.
Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet?
Oh, it's on. Sure thing.
Build supply depots. Yes, again.
Kaboom, baby! It's go time.
Move it.
Your base is under assault.
You gonna get me armed and ready. Bad news.
Research all
Hear
down.
me.
Supply depots are in short supply.
About to get heavy.
We could use some help here.
More supply depots. Upgrade complete. But at what cost?
Don't leave me hanging.
SCV ready.
Kaboom, baby!
Insufficient energy.
It's go time.
SCV ready.
Let's have
SCV ready.
it. Go on.
No minerals.
Let's
for
have a
that.
blast.
Oh, it's on. Just say when.
Mineral.
It's go time.
Could have gone
Nope.
better.
You require more Vespine gas.
One immortal does a lot.
What's going? Huh?
Kaboom, baby!
SCV ready.
Oh, it's
Not enough gas, but I'm sure you'll have more than enough later. You're not enough energy. Can't build there. Your SCVs are on strike because of your poor management.
go time.
Add-on complete.
Go ahead.
Just say when.
Gotta be ready with the boys.
Be ready.
Key part.
Find out of that cluster. Still in the game? Nice.
Don't leave me hanging.
SCV ready. Huh? Big job, huh?
Go on.
You took off.
SCV ready.
Command center upgrade. More gas. More Vespine gas.
In the rear, we ready here.
A mineral field has been depleted. Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Just say when. Got a whole lot of love.
You're all mined out of that mineral field.
Ready for dust off.
Don't leave me.
What's going on?
Ready for dust off.
I'm going.
You can't build there. Mineral patch is gone, and it's not coming.
It's about to get heavy.
Mineral field depleted.
job.
Can't build there. It's like you never even had a plan. You can't build there. Mined out of that cluster. And still in the game? Nice. You're all mined out of that one.
Ready for dust off.
Need more minerals.
Go on.
A mineral.
Yeah, that's quite
You
an
took all the
anti-marauder
minerals from
army.
that cluster, you thief. Need more energy. Nope. No building there.
What's going on?
There was an observer over here.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Got a whole lot
Ready
of
for
love.
dust off.
You got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down. Not enough minerals. You're all mined out of that one. Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet? Landing zone is more blocked than our supply.
Yep.
Just saying. It's all. Oh, go on. Don't leave me hanging.
Lights here.
Go ahead.
Ready for dust off.
What's going on?
No minerals for that.
Sure thing. Got a
Bad news? Huh?
Not enough minerals.
It's about to get heavy.
The enemy is attacking your SCVs. You got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down.
Time wasted.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Of course.
That should spur an attack. I'll see though.
Got a whole.
Your precious base. It took dozens of APM to build.
Don't leave me hanging. Go on.
Taking up.
SCV ready.
Need more minerals.
In the rear with the gear.
Don't leave me hanging.
SCVs are under attack. It's a disaster.
All about that.
Base under attack. Time to whip to the corner and pray.
I'm not optimistic.
No minerals for that. Can't land there. Some grains of dust. Maybe a Zergling. Upgrade. Not enough minerals. Upgrades finished up. A mineral field has been defeated. Your base is under assault. You took all the minerals from that cluster, you thief. Base under attack. Time to get to the corner and pray. Mined out of that cluster. And still in the game? Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
Got it.
An upgrade's been completed.
Go on. Time's wasted.
SCV ready.
Mineral.
SCV ready.
Sure. Don't leave me hanging.
SCV ready.
Got a whole lot of love.
CC upgrade done. You remember.
I don't know what I expected to do with that info.
Need more energy. You took
SCV ready.
Just say what.
Talk to me.
Oh, it's on.
Ready for pickup?
SCV ready.
I heard that.
Travel blast. Go on. Don't leave me
a
hanging.
mineral
It's
insufficient
go
energy.
time. Got a whole lot of love.
Build there. That's enough.
Let's
Time's a waste.
In the rear with the gear.
Can't build there. Your SCVs are on strike.
Boy.
Let's say the word there.
SCV ready.
Just say why
Refineries on top. Your SCVs have no purpose in life.
Where's the emergency?
Mineral patch is gone, and it's not coming back.
Ready for pickup? Talk to me.
Go ahead.
it's on.
He didn't even
Life
pay
flight's here.
attention.
Now what?
Mind out of that cluster. And still in the game?
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off. Picking
The
up.
enemy is attacking your base.
Ready for pickup?
Upgrade is all done.
Talk to me.
You're all mined out of that one.
Huh?
Your precious base. It took dozens of APM to build.
Go ahead. Armed and SCV ready.
You got no minerals.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Got it. About to get heavy.
SCV ready. By the numbers. This better be good.
Oh, it's on. Don't leave
You took all the minerals from that cluster, you thief.
first round.
In the rear with the gear. I'm going. SCV ready.
Let's have a blast. Got a whole time. Just say where. Kaboom, baby. Go on. Got a whole lot of love.
You're all mined out of that mineral field.
Yeah, whatever.
Time. Go on.
Now.
Say the word.
Mined out of that cluster. Still in the game. Nice.
It's go time. Man, you can use some help here. It's about to get heavy. Oh, it's on.
Go ahead.
Don't leave me hanging. Believe it. Just say
Oh. Shit.
got a whole lot of love. Go on.
The enemy is attacking your base.
Time's a waste. Say the word, then just say. Don't leave me hanging.
Your base your SCVs you must construct additional if you don't stop them.
Go on.
Base under attack. Time to lift the corner and pray.
Don't leave me hanging.
Your precious base. It took dozens of APM to build.
Ready for pickup?
The enemy is attacking your base.
Say the word.
Go ahead.
Needs more energy. This game check them.
Carrier's OP. Despite all that, I didn't consider air units existing. Probably should have had a contingency plan. I think Marauder Vikings a fair difference. Well, if he had gone carriers too early, I probably could have run him over. But yeah, there's no... Even a mass Marauder ground army is too much for the Protoss. Backup plans are for people who don't have the strength to win. Yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Is your Terran the worst out of 3 races? Mechanically, maybe, but in terms of my mental health when playing it, it's the best. Because...
Oh, here we go again.
At least I have a chance. I'm part of the problem then. Playing Zerg nowadays feels like figuring out which way you're going to get cyber-bullied.
Not enough minerals.
Protoss is a bit better, but then you have to play PvP, which my last few brain cells are not as enthusiastic about. Whereas Terran is the bully, as opposed to being the bullied.
Need more minerals. Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet? No minerals for that.
Ready. Good job. Man the rear with the gear. What's going?
Pretty much every time I play not Terran, and then I go up against Terran, there's a better than 50% chance I'm just going to want to stop playing for the day. Not even necessarily because I lose, or it's imbalanced. It's just because it's so fucking annoying. So,
What's going on?
like, I love taking 15 minutes to win a game of Zerg that I won 15 minutes ago.
Bad news? Go ahead.
CC upgraded, but at what cost?
Man the rear with the gear. The Grand Reaper has arrived. What's going on? SCV ready.
The enemy is all over your SCVs. More gas. How many guys is that 1 out of 3?
You're the boss. Been waiting on you. I'm listening. Yeah, baby. Certainly. All right. SCV ready. On the way. What's going on? SCV ready.
We need more gas for that. Your add-on is all done.
Go ahead, be ready. Gas from above. Been waiting on you. Be the Reaper Man. What? SCV ready. I'm listening. Fair enough. Gas from above. Agreed.
Your CC is now BCC.
SCV ready. I'm going. What's it for? Let's do
Can't build there. It's like
Objects online. Let's go kill something. Gateway. SCV ready. Fair enough. SCV ready. Agreed. SCV ready. SCV ready. What? You want something?
more supply depots.
Ready to plunder.
More supply depots, my friend. And I'm finished up. You picked that one?
Yep. Armed and ready.
Not enough minerals. Are you saying more Vespine gas? Need more minerals.
By the numbers. SCV ready. Comms open. Been waiting. What's going on?
Build there?
Job, huh?
That's a no.
SCV ready. Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Can't build there. Your LCD's on strike because of your poor management.
What's going on? Huh? Comms open.
Supply depots are in short.
This better be good. In the rear with the air ready. Bad news. We're through. SCV ready. Go ahead. Which is SCV ready. Stay well.
Not enough energy. Your command center? Better than ever. Not enough energy. A mineral field has been depleted.
Ready. Ready. What's going on?
You can't build there. You need more gas for that.
Ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Show me. Go ahead. Bad news.
Nope, no building there. Can't build there. It's like you never even had a plan.
SCV ready. What? Gotcha. Red job ready.
More gas. SCV's under attack. Save the boys.
SCV ready.
base is under assault. SCVs are under attack. It's a disaster. The enemy is attacking your SCV. Need more energy.
Ready. Move it. SCV ready. Who wants some? SCV ready.
Well,
SCV ready.
Not enough energy.
yes, Commander.
Mineral path is gone. It's not coming back.
SCV ready.
What is it?
Gateway.
Oh,
Research is done. Your forces are just a little bit better.
well,
Yes, SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Go ahead. This better get
That
me.
structure requires a geyser.
SCV ready.
CC up.
yes, Commander.
In the rear with the
Oh, really?
Now that's the commander I've been waiting for.
I'd rather be the bully. Don't worry, you spent a full minute shooting at this battle cruiser to bring it all the way down to like 2 hits. Zoop. Revolving door of teleporting capital ships.
what's going on?
Wandering in his place, how I'm gonna spend my time searching open space. So we
Even though he took the gold, I knew he was gonna Bane bust. The vibes were there.
isn't always easy.
And really, when you go battle cruiser, all you have to do is not die.
I see you hide the stars alive. Everything to heal us. No fear, no fight, as we decide to put the distance back between us. Take it away now.
Terrans. B rank unit, yeah.
Remember,
At the professional level, against players who are competent, it isn't particularly incredible. Against everyone else,
SCV ready.
we got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down.
but context is
Not
not
enough
important.
minerals. Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet?
SCV ready. You scared me. What's going on?
You must construct additional supply depot.
You might need emotes looking better on PC, or maybe your phone has so many less pixels that the 64 by 64 emotes look way better because they're taking up like 5% of your screen instead of like 2%.
Big job. SCV ready.
Which is why you should watch everything on your phone, right? You guys have phones.
SCV ready. Huh? Bad news? In the the rear. SCV.
More gas. How many guys is that 1 out of 3?
All right.
Ah, big job, huh? What's going on?
Command center upgrade. You require more Vespine gas.
Huh? Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. What? Gas from above. Beautiful. Ah, I'm listening. Zerg SCV ready. I'm going. On the way. Got gas from above. Yeah. Got you. SCV ready.
What is this supposed to be, bro?
Yeah, baby. All right. I'm listening. What? You want something? SCV ready. I'm going.
Can't believe he still went for it.
What? What's it?
Ooh, almost got me.
Not enough gas, but I'm sure you'll have more than enough later.
Nothing I can't handle. Gas from above. SCV ready. Got something. I'm listening. SCV ready. Go ahead. What's it for? Let's do this. What? You want something? SCV ready. This ought to be good. Channel's clear. In the rear with the gear. Ah.
I like to bully Terrans too, alright? I'm an equal opportunity bully.
More Vespine gas.
SCV ready.
CC upgrade done. No minerals for that. Add-on complete.
SCV ready. You got coordinates? Got a target in mind?
Need more minerals.
New subscriber detected.
Coordinates or what?
He probably has 4 clones by now, so this is a bit risky, but
Add-on is good to go.
are those Mirage?
Coordinates. Go ahead. SCV ready. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Speak up. SCV ready.
Your add-on is all done. Needs more energy. This game is tiring.
What's our target?
CC add-on finished.
Got a target in mind. SCV ready. SCV ready.
You're all mined out of that mineral field.
Big job, huh? I'm going. In the rear with the gear. SCV
You require more Vespine gas.
ready. Gateway coming through. What's going on? SCV ready. By the gun.
I should have vision for the tanks.
Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Ah yes, long distance mining. Great job, guys.
Add-on complete. Research complete, but have we learned anything?
Go ahead. SCV ready.
You got no minerals. Good job.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Who wants some? SCV ready.
I have a feeling about mech, but it's not. Just bio. How boring.
Open your eyes and see the people
SCV ready. You want a piece? SCV ready.
silence causing
Ah! It's here.
I say going marine tank.
this time I'm feeling
Insufficient energy.
I can be told
Your add-on has been constructed.
and turning on
SCV ready.
Combat. This vessel
SCV ready.
Research.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Yeah. SCV ready.
Ready?
SCV ready.
Add-on is
Want some?
mineral patch is gone, and it's not coming back.
SCV ready.
ready for service.
Man, this better be good. SCV ready.
Mind out of that cluster. Upgrade. Can't build there. Your SCV mineral. Your upgrade is complete.
Get out of the way. That's rude.
Underway. Right.
You gonna give me orders?
Research finished.
SCV ready.
Nope.
Hear me. Aye, aye.
Combat.
This better be good. Ready to SCV ready.
Build
Thought I built enough
Yes.
space.
You must construct additional depots.
By the number.
Your CC is now BCC, a better command center.
Big job, huh?
Add-on. Build supply depots. Yes.
Up, ready to go. Yep. You want a piece of me, boy?
Mineral field.
stop me longing for your eyes.
Add-on complete. You can't build there. Not enough minerals.
Now what?
Your add-on has been constructed.
SCV ready.
I assume he has this.
You gonna give me orders?
Okay.
This better be good.
An upgrade's been completed.
Ready for dust off.
Yep, those are siege tanks.
Mech. Vespine guys. Fine. You're all maxed out. It's a W.
Ready for dust off.
This lake of fire burns
By
my
the
skin. How could love
Maximum sub CC upgrade. A mineral field has been deployed. You're all mined out of that mineral field. Upgrades finished. Max supply. It's time to mine out of that cluster. Your add-on is all done. You took all the minerals from that cluster. You maxed out. Can't build it. Mineral patch is gone, and it's not for maxed out. Let's stop.
No. It's gonna be a no. Planetary for me.
Coming through.
That was not very inspired by me. Wow. 220 APM. What are you doing? Like, blocking add-ons with supply depots. Real value. Probably should try to be a little more vigilant on that. Yeah, the reactored cyclones are no longer, well, they're no longer the menace that they were. Still good, but not quite as dangerous. I think you can still use them, but probably not the first choice.
I'm sure it'll be better this time.
SCV ready.
Need more minerals. Not enough minerals. Are you saturated
I'm
yet?
not gonna tell, Race. Never trust a random.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. What's going on?
Not that. So now, instead of going for like a 1-1-1 expand, I'm going to go for a 1-1-1 expand and
Minerals for that.
be unhappy about it.
Not enough minerals. You got no minerals. Good job keeping that.
SCV ready. Big job, huh?
That's the difference.
SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. Huh? Huh? What's going on? Go ahead. I'm going. SCV ready. Ah,
Need to see if it makes an add-on on that other one.
what's going? Bad news.
All right, so he has 2 barracks. I have 1 barracks.
Rear with the gear.
He's less,
Sure thing.
but there's a lot of space between us.
CC upgrade done. You remembered.
Big job. What? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet?
I don't think that outright blocks, but we'll see. Wonder if I can get away with a reactor. We're gonna try. He'll have 3 Reapers before I can have any more units. So there is a dicey timing. Assuming he goes Reaper, which it's not a guarantee.
Got something from me. By the number. Huh? SCV ready.
Add-on is good to go.
Yeah.
Been waiting on you. What's going on? Gangway, coming through.
Precious base. It took dozens of APM to build.
Got a target in mind.
Eh,
Need more energy.
not great, not terrible.
Big job. Gangway, coming through. SCV ready.
Should have walled off quicker.
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready.
Alright. We're fine.
Can't build there. It's like you never even...
SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's going? Big job, huh? Waiting already.
Your add-on has been constructed.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
You must construct additional supply depots. Needs more energy. Bisky?
Not sure I got it. In fact, I end up losing everything there, which is not ideal.
Mineral patch is gone.
SCV ready. You got coordinates or what? Comms open. SCV ready.
More gas. How many?
Gangway.
No minerals for that. Not enough energy.
Huh? SCV ready. Go, go, go. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. SCV ready. Armed. SCV ready.
Base under attack.
Scared the shit out of me.
Not enough energy. Your SCVs will be DED if you don't stop it. Insufficient energy.
I'm not killing that medevac. Hurt.
Precious base. It took dozens of APMs to build. Not enough gas. I'm sure you'll have more than enough later.
Yo. Oh, really?
More gas.
SCV ready.
The Vikings are dangerous though.
SCV ready.
build there.
Be in the rear. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
That's not. The first scan, okay. The second one, that's quite concerned.
Your base is under assault.
Fortunately, that is smart.
CC upgrade done. You need some more energy. This game is tiring. Your add-on is all done.
SCV ready. You've been waiting. We can use some help here.
Add-on finished up.
Great job. This better be good. Yep. We hear you.
Not enough gas, but I'm sure you took all the minerals from that club.
Ready to plunder.
You're all mined out of that mineral.
We can use some help here.
Underway.
SCV ready. This better be good. Ready to plunder.
Engineering at your disposal.
Bad news. Yo.
Supply depots are in short supply.
Ready.
SCV ready.
You must construct additional depots.
Yeah, from above.
Can't build there. Your SCVs are on strike because of your poor management.
Right away. Onlooker in.
An upgrade's been completed.
Been waiting on you.
A mineral field has been depleted. Mined up not enough minerals. You're all mined out of that one. The enemy is attacking your base. Mineral patch, landing zone.
Ready to plunder.
You got no minerals. Need more energy. Mined out of that cluster. SCV's under attack. Save the boys. No minerals for that.
SCV ready. Ready to roll it.
You took all the minerals from that cluster, you thief. Build supply depots. Yes, again. More supply depots. More supply depots, my friend. You must construct additional supply depots. Nope, no building there. A mineral field has been depleted. Mineral field. Not enough energy.
Go ahead.
The enemy is all over base under attack. Time to look to the corner and pray.
Fight or flight.
Liberation.
You ready for war?
Attention.
minerals. Can't land there. Flying's more fun.
SCV ready. You up, ready to go. Lay it on. Need something? Go ahead.
Mineral pet, not enough energy.
Bad news. Move it. What's our target?
Supply depots are in short.
Speak up. Give up.
Your command.
You up, ready to go. Got no. SCV ready.
Insufficient energy. Insufficient energy. The enemy is attacking your SCVs.
Been waiting on you.
Commander.
Ready to raise some hell.
You're all mined out of that mineral field.
Affirmative. Are you ready?
You took all the minerals from that cluster. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go.
Initiating.
Give us your best shot. Raise some hell. Ready to roll.
You got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down.
Sound going. What's our
Need more minerals.
ready to raise some hell?
Perfect.
SCV ready. Bad news.
All
Got
hands
no
to battle
patience.
station.
Up, ready to go. Yeah. Lay it on. Speak up. Wait.
No minerals for that.
SCV ready.
A mineral field has been depleted.
What's going on? SCV ready. SCV ready. Go ahead. SCV ready. All day long. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet?
What's the story? Talk to me, Bob. Raise some hell.
Initiating. Perfect.
SCV ready.
Moving into position. As you...
Refinery depleted.
Ready to raise some hell.
We're returning fire!
Where's the hot ass? SCV ready. Wait. Talk to me, Bob. Are you ready for this? I'm going in. Go ahead. SCV ready.
Build that on a guy.
Raise some hell. Smoke it. SCV ready. You up, ready to go. I'm going.
Build there. That's a no.
What's that? Speak up.
You must construct a
Are you ready?
more supply depots. More supply depots, my friend.
Up, ready to go.
You require
In the rear with the gear. Going to that energy up. Ready to raise some hell. Comms open.
more Vespine gas. More gas. How many gas is that 1 out of 3? Upgrade completed.
Ready to plunder. What's going on?
SCVs are under attack. It's a disaster.
Hey, you don't give us your best shot. Got any extra firepower? Let's get it. Hear me. Are you ready for this?
Research is done. Supply depots are in short supply. Your precious base. It took dozens of APM to build.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to plunder. Ready to raise some hell. Ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. Light it up. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. I hear you. Ready to raise some hell. Go ahead. Go ahead. SCV ready.
Build supply depots. Yes, have Vespene geysers depleted.
Ready to plunder. That it? Pedal to the metal. Huh? SCV ready.
You must construct that on a Vespene.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
You must construct additional supply depots.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Ah! Hear me. Ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Where's
Upgrade is all done. Your CC is now BCC, a better command center.
It's your time. Go ahead.
Your
Let's get
CC upgrade done. You remember this time? Well,
ready to plunder.
mind out of that cluster. And still in the game? Nice.
Speak up. What's our target?
Add-on is good to go. A mineral field has been depleted.
What's going on? Go ahead.
Add-on finished up. Upgrades finished up.
Lay it off and you up. Ready to go. Give us your best shot. Move it. Ready to plunder. What's that?
You got no minerals. Good job keeping that money down. Mineral upgrade complete. But at what?
SCV ready.
Mineral patch is
SCV ready.
your upgrade is complete.
In the rear.
Re
Ready to plunder.
Called in the fleet.
You're all mined out of that mineral field. You need more gas for that. Research is done. Your forces are
Go ahead. What's going on? Where's the hive?
research complete. But have we learned anything?
Go ahead. What the?
Called in the fleet.
No more gas up there. I'm sure it all went to a good cause. CC upgraded. But at what cost?
Take it.
Can't hold them alone. Ready.
Not enough minerals. Are you saturated yet? Your army is under attack.
Ready to plunder.
Army under attack.
Can't hold them alone.
Need more minerals. Not enough energy.
Ready to plunder.
Can't build there. It's like you never even had a plan.
Getting fired up here. Be in the rear with the gear. Go ahead. What's our...
Max supply. Time to race your TPM. You maxed out. Can't build anymore. Your base is under assault. Out of gas at that geyser, but turrets only cost minerals.
You hail? Well, what is
Your upgrade is complete.
Ready to raise some hell. Got no. What? In the rear with
Build there? That's a no.
need some. Go ahead. Speak.
touching your golden?
Upgrade complete. Max supply. It's time to make some bad choices.
Oh, really? Take it.
You took all the minerals from that cluster. It's under attack. You're all mined out of that one.
Yeah, remember this started with Battlecruiser? Now it ends with Battlecruiser.
You hailed?
SCV ready.
You've been waiting for it for a while.
What is it? Oh, really?
You're all maxed out. It's a WCS level miracle. Your add-on is all done. Mind out of that cluster. Still in the game? Nice.
Where's air upgrades? 2, 3. Wait, no. No air upgrades at all. Those are mine in the blue. So 3, 3, and plus 2 other. Lieutenant Monty the Triumphal. Yeah, seems about right. I was wondering, like, it got a little dicey for a sec. I'm like, oh yeah, Battlecruiser. Remember? I still have a fusion core. It's been sitting around. What is with all these diamond Terrans with more APM than, like, my average APM when I'm really sweaty barely breaks over 200. Like for Terran. Maybe the 220 there. I'll get... Work smarter, not harder. You know, you can stutter step your Marines 28 times to take down that battlecruiser, while the battlecruiser may eventually acknowledge them. So. Good luck. So battlecruiser anti-ground weapons are actually more effective than battlecruiser anti-air by a pretty large margin. Which is why they're kind of terrible against Vikings. Besides the fact you can micro the Vikings out of range, just like in a straight-up fight. But the ground laser battery does 8 damage. The air only does 5. So that's a big more right there. So they should have different colors so they could look cool, I think. But they all look the same. It's just whatever target it's hitting, it does less damage. That's also why it just dominates ground armies past the Yamato phase of the game. Maybe Dunzo? I don't think so. I had more bases the whole time. Let's see the worker count. Yeah. For a moment, it looked dicey, but... Also, mules exist, so... As you can tell by the erratic nature of this graph, mules exist. Let's see if I can find a non... So here's Brood War resource collection. With me as Terran in a relatively good game versus SC2. That's Brood War Terran. Here's SC2 Terran. Yeah, it's pretty much impossible to tell when new bases are, like, you can really tell with Brood War, and usually with the other races as well, when a new base is taken. Like, you see the, up in the graph there. Now this is the SC2 Terran versus Brood War Terran, but, because having a new mining base is a pretty linear increase in income. But we'll throw one in as following that up going to be more difficult. Do you have the Zealot plush? Yes. Where can I buy? The internet. Also, I don't think they're selling them anymore. Thinking about trying StarCraft? What makes about everyone else who watches StarCraft? Thinking about it, occasionally players, the amount of comments I see, well, it's a self-selecting group of like, well, I watched your video, so I thought I'd try it out, and I got crushed in one game, so I gave up. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, that'll continue happening for a while. I lost like 75-ish of my first 100 games. Even in the beginning of Wings of Liberty, because I bet it was just many Brood War players and stuff who knew what they were doing, or there were people in the beta. It was like 2,000-3,000 games to get to Masters. And that was back when Masters was like 10%, so like Diamond 1 nowadays, as opposed to Masters. I do think it's very hard to jump into games nowadays. In general, any game. Even new ones. Because streamers and YouTubers essentially no-lifing things, spending their entire day figuring out the best strategies, sucking all the fun out of it, and then establishing a baseline that even if it's incorrect, like if it's a team game and you don't do the right strategy, people will be upset. If it's a team game and you do the right strategy but not very well, people will be very upset. If it's a 1v1 game and you don't do the right strategy, then you probably will lose most of the time. And have to be willing to learn from it. But I do think that's a much accelerated compared to like 2010 StarCraft, when nowadays anyone with a 6-year-old phone can put together a YouTube video or a stream or whatever. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's a lot more access to knowledgeable and not so knowledgeable information than even when SC2 came out. Looks like 2v2 is popping off tonight, and by that I mean not popping off tonight. Yeah, and much like, I assume, working out or something, if you don't play for a week or two, you can't expect to jump back in and even be at the same level. Because, for example, if you've been Diamond for 5 seasons in a row, that doesn't mean you haven't improved. It just means you haven't improved faster than everyone else, or at least the average other player, give or take. So you've been improving at the same rate. Like Diamond today probably would have easily been Masters 4 years ago. Many of them. Just like on the level of skill. But Masters are way better. Like in 2020, I did a low APM challenge where I didn't even use spellcasters until like the last push towards Masters. And that was fine because it was still true then that literally just building enough workers and enough units would get you most of the way there. That is not true today. Like, I see plenty of Diamond Leaguers who are quite competent with, like, unit compositions that would have been considered pro-gamer only, like, 5 years ago. Like, blinking, like, just examples like blinking out of Widowmine, controlling Oracle separately, like, Infestor and Viper micro. So. Remember, if you look back at the very first Marine split, or at least when it was credited, you'll see the reason that Marine split happened is because the Terran player fucked up their wall off and the Banelings got in. Literally just built the depot in the wrong spot. So the slow Banelings trickled in and he could show off this Marine split that became a highlight. But he misclicked a depot, which is what set up the scenario in the first place. What are the top the Marine King? Like, you misclick a depot now and your Gold League teammate will rage quit. Like... Imagine if Clem just like... Well, Hero notwithstanding. Hero's a special case. But if Clem just lost a game because his first depot was in the wrong spot. Like...
Need more minerals.
Or barely held out because his first depot's in the lock.
Are you saturated yet?
What pro is the best micro in the game? I think it's Clem. You know, no, it's Cyril. I take it back. The thing is, it's not flashy. Like, the amount of stuff Cyril does mid-fight. Because all the stuff he does is setting up for the win. It's not setting up to win the fight, it's setting up to win the game. Like, he'll be sending his Vipers back to gather energy while the rest of his army is rolling in, and then at the last second, jump back to the army and make sure it does maximum damage, while also having, like, infestors burrowed around the map moving into position at the exact right timing. But none of this is like highlight reel games or highlight reel moves. But controlling your units in a very specific way is certainly micro. It just bleeds too much, so much into macro that you don't even notice it, especially with many Zerg things. Also, Cyril is so smart that a lot of the time he doesn't need to do crazy micro because he's not put in a situation. Like, I think the closest we saw to Cyril having to micro at his absolute limit was versus Oliveira in Game 5. When Oliveira put him to, like, almost outright losing, and Cyril had to wait until he lost almost everything until the last moment. And the Viper control there, the Zergling control and the counterattack, as well as like having Ravagers constantly. That's another thing, people. The difference between Dark and Cyril and everyone else. Ravagers. Ravagers. It just feels like both of them, Dark in a very different way, but they both managed to make 4 or 5 Ravagers just look like the correct tool for the job. Plenty of other players build Ravagers and don't seem to get nearly as much out of them. But the Ravager micro, which, especially for Cyril, is somewhat understated. Because it just, just hit the siege tanks and don't lose your army. Duh. Simple. Is it though?
Nope, no building there. Add-on complete.
Nanny was the best Protoss player. That is certainly... That would have been a spicy take when Naniwa was busy being one of the best Protoss players who only occasionally left games and rage quit in the middle of a professional tournament because he deemed a match not worth playing.
You need more gas for that.
Now that was over 10 years ago, so... Oh, we're super dead, by the way.
Your ally needs your more energy. It's that desperate. You require more Vespine gas. Not enough gas. Ready to roll out. Not enough energy.
Well, was the game longer than the queue time? Barely. SC2 was back in 2011 when a lot of changes were introduced and new crazy strategy invented. Let's take a look at what the grand finals of the World Finals in 2011. Let's just see. Like the World Championship in 2011. What did it look like? Did it have some crazy creative strategies? Let's see. Ah, yes, here we are.
Nesty and MVP in overall series, tied 1-1. The final match of the final best of 3.
Yes. Why is it so fucking quiet? Those are some rose-colored glasses. No. There were probably some crazy strategies that we don't even think about today. That were at play.
Will he get it? Well, it looks like MVP actually.
Also, this was the quality we had. So, yeah.
gets it.
Yes. Let's see. How does this game go? All right, a bunch of this is it. This is 720p. Okay, so a bunch of broodlords.
7
Okay.
broodlords here for an ST. How many Vikings do we have on the map?
What do we have here? He has 18 ghosts, 14 Vikings, which is a very original unit composition. Back when people were creative, is a strategy we saw a lot of.
So much money rally. And there, Nesty now sees.
All right, and the Terran is turtling 40 minutes in.
Here we go, Sean.
All right. And here we go, infested Terrans and the ghost cloak. Okay. And he's using snipe on all the broodlords. And EMPing the infestors. Alright, and the ghosts are just killing every broodlord. Whoa! Shit, I haven't seen this since literally yesterday. Whoa my god, the ghosts countered everything. Things have changed so much since the creativity of 2011. This is a totally original strategy that people really came up with and have changed. Like, whenever anybody says, people were way more creative back in the day. This is how the World Championship was won, by a Terran turtling for over 30 minutes into mass ghosts, which we see, which just like the good old days. Like,
centers, lol. He'll probably be morphing these into orbital commands because, as we see again, he's fairly low.
Yes, the snipe was more spammable then. The reason why Infestor Broodlord did work, though, Nesty really fucked up this game by building Ultralisk. I remember back in the day. But the reason why it worked was because Broodlords had 3 more range. So it really is on Nesty just fucking it up. But like Broodlords had 3 more range, Infestors they would do more damage and stun, as well as have infested Terrans. So you could build an entire army, including anti-air capability, with just Infestors and Brood. Remember when the Herc was introduced? The Herc was never introduced to the game. It was literally never in the game. Technically, it was introduced into co-op. I guess that's what you mean, I assume, right? We're not just, like, making up situations like we were with the 2011.
Great volleys by ST. MVP looking to be in a lot of trouble coming up.
But the Herc was never in the game in any fashion. Like multiplayer.
As he does have the pathogen gland started, he's going to pop in here, take out that reactor, smart play, because it does take
My
so
god,
long
the
to build.
pixels.
I
think part of it was nobody had more than a 1080p monitor back in the day.
I definitely think it will be the Brood War play. 100 drones on the field right now for an ST.
Did he just say Brood War accidentally?
He's just going to go ahead and build himself a lot of spine crawlers.
This is probably like a recording of a video or something from back in the day.
2,800 minerals, fun game right now. He can build whatever he wants.
Is there a player from this era who would stand a chance today? Maru started playing in 2011, so at least one. I guess.
Flying around with these mutas, now about to pop into the 4th base. And, there's not
Beyond was also, I believe, around 2011, maybe 2010. Let's see. Can we find Maru's first game? Maru, GSL. Maru versus Sela. 2010 GSL Season 1. Oh my. Here we are. We're watching Maru's first game in GSL in the 2010, which was several years ago. Oh my god, are they... do they have open mics? Is that tasteless like clearing his throat?
Is your phone off?
Is your phone off? The open mics they left on during the commercial. I have...
Is your phone off?
Yes.
Texting.
Yes, we're back. Are you
in the world for esports.
It's the best tournament.
Best. But I meant bad, like the good bad. You know what I mean? Like
Caster,
so bad,
Nick,
good. So
commentator, Dan.
That's what I meant.
Never
and,
heard of him.
We have Maru Prime now versus Celawera. But let's talk about what we saw before in that previous match.
Another Zerg made it through.
Yep.
Juke 2. He's thinks on the fly, as you saw in that interview.
Yes.
And really a clever, intelligent, very good Zerg player. I really like his play a lot. And I'm actually
Did he
gonna
like his
take some
play?
things that I learned from that Delta Quadrant game. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
It's
that
awesome.
was a really interesting series that we saw.
I like the
Now,
matching T-shirts.
Honestly,
All right.
you know, we don't see very many Zergs advancing so far.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see one make it through there. Hydra,
Quite
of
an
course,
intro bit. Ah,
He is
yes, here
one
we
of
are.
the most popular Zergs on the scene right now. He streams a lot of his games. One of the very highest level players who actually does stream. And it's awesome. He's such a friendly guy, really great English and everything. He's going to be against Maru today.
Intro.
And Maru.
Where were you in
is the
2010?
youngest person
Probably
in the tournament.
watching this.
He is, it looks like,
What,
it says 14 years
on our-
old, so that's
on our stat
13.
sheet.
14 Korean, 13.
Look at that little guy.
And so this guy is actually 13 years old, a Terran player.
And because when we say he's 14, that's 14 Korean age.
Yeah, they have a different age system. And then Celawera is 27.
I think this
which
guy
is
might go
26
places.
Korean age, which means he is twice the age of this kid.
Look at this guy. Now, I go back when I... to
So,
my
since
days at
this
Castle
day,
Company
most of
Classic,
the
and I
time,
think
Maru
the
has been
player
the
baby,
youngest player in
of
GSL.
course, the guy who's maybe a year or two
So,
older than Baby,
including
Flash.
since
But, I mean,
like season
we've seen
1,
some young
which
geniuses. Now, one question you got to
is
ask
not
is some of
great,
these kids
actually,
get
when you
nervous,
think
or
of-
they used to be in the booth.
Yeah.
That's a big factor.
Oh my God.
Some of these kids,
All
they
right.
don't care at all. Actually, they don't get phased.
Yeah.
And
We're
right now
that
he just
young,
went-
maybe.
Oh, did you see that wrist curl he just did?
Yeah.
That's actually a pro. That's what they advise a lot of pro gamers to do, to loosen up the wrists.
Wow.
This was
serious,
back
man.
before, like, we
Yeah.
knew
You know
that
that?
you could
Oh, I knew
not
this.
make your wrists explode after 3 years of pro gaming.
Here for him, I mean,
Oh, they really... Okay. All right. Okay.
actually quite
Oh,
a fun,
beautiful
stylistic
maps.
Choice. Blistering. It's a pretty good map. For, I mean, we. Are
I'm
gonna
assuming
decide-
there's a
let's get
game
back-
at some point. I guess. Here we go. Ah, yes. Nope. I slammed down and... Is your phone on? Ah, yes. Yes, remember uploading individual games?
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, you don't
We have
auto mine.
Celawera. He is the Zerg player over at 3 o'clock.
Nope.
And he's going to be happy to find his Terran opponent up at 12 with his Overlord. Going to give him a lot more scouting info early in
fucking
game,
word art.
And that is so great for a Zerg player. You really want to know exactly what they're opening with. Is it Rax first or is it Depot
yes.
first?
And of course, there's so many builders that Terran can actually do. So that you know, if you find out any information early on, even just
guys,
if they're walling in or not,
what is
drive
this?
a lot from that. So as we
Oh,
can
they
see here,
switched
our
over to
Terran
the
player
English
actually
version.
gonna send an SCV
But
here.
for some reason, they
Depot
switched
right
it.
here, so he's gonna wall in. And let's see here, does he use the Overlord?
Will he turn around?
Will he turn around?
I'm not completely
Are there
sure.
two game sounds, though?
Celawera.
I'm not here to criticize the production,
the SCV
but...
comes out to check anyways. It's a very good move. Everyone should practice that against Zerg so that they can't do the turnaround if that's what they like to do. It looks like I think
Let me
that's
check.
actually
Yep,
what he
it's
was
just two
planning to
sets
do.
of
Yeah,
games.
exactly what he was
Do a
trying to
little juke right there.
And then he saw.
Yeah, this was, like, you're by close air positions here.
He knows that his opponent's in this proximity. Now, note, unlike the game we saw where we had a Zerg up here and a Terran down here, a cliff drop being in a location like we saw.
Oh, this is before we stopped
might not be as good of an idea.
allowing Terrans to just drop siege tanks on the high ground.
That's not
Definitely possible.
uncommon.
Now they have to put a
we
little
see
effort into
very,
it.
very early drone scout here.
Very, very.
Yes.
He just wants to harass, maybe slow down that barracks a little bit. But, you know, I don't know if that's worth it. The Overlord's getting all the intel he really needs at this point in the game, and he's losing a lot of mining time. The amount of minerals he's already lost from that drone is extremely high right now. He's really hurting his own economy.
Yeah, especially for a race like
Yeah,
Zerg,
back
where you have
when
big
one
drones
base
continuously the whole
versus
game.
one base.
You've really got to be careful about when you scout Zerg. They normally do scout the latest. But, well, looks like he's going to have to... Oh, try it. That's it. He wanted to stall out the add-on and hopefully stop any Reapers, but he's going to go ahead and probably lose
Ah,
his
yes,
drone. Or
Reaper's
maybe
still
even
a
gas.
menace.
Gassing, of course, awesome. It really limits what can be done early.
Is he going to do it?
Do it, man.
Nah.
Do it already.
Are you gonna do it?
Sella.
Where you going?
Not going to do it, I guess. That's
man.
too bad. I thought he was going to. Yeah, I think you're right. It would be very smart to steal the gas.
Yeah.
At least control the Zerg's tech pattern. And then we have a shot of the drill. Let's zoom in. Cinematography here.
That is what a dead drone looks like.
That's what he looks like. Bio disintegrates real fast. We're going to have a lot of...
You know, on
We
the
were
other side,
still
it looks
okay.
like
Remember
Protoss
back in the
Ladder,
day,
essentially.
this was bleeding edge graphics.
Lab.
Okay,
On the way
3D
here.
graphics, death animations,
now we do see
like
Reaper open. It's pretty
well,
popular
this was before ragdolling
game.
and like the
And
real
we do
like
see
physics
No
update was
speed
added.
being upgraded. He did get
This
enough
isn't
gas for
240p.
it.
This is 720.
That is really odd. I think that
This
maybe
back
he
in
went
the
to
day,
make
this
it
was
and
amazing
maybe
quality.
just didn't have enough minerals or
Actually,
something
no, it
and
wasn't. But we
forgot.
were
Maybe
lucky
the
to
pressure's
tell if there
getting
were
to
2
him a
or
little
3
bit.
digits in the
But
supply. All right,
I don't know.
this
That
is
was
pretty good quality. I don't know
You
if my
he
internet
went
could even
ahead
handle
and
this.
took
I
his
remember
actually
having to
his
let it
expansion
buffer.
pretty quickly.
I don't know if it was
This is
because
all
the
quite
connection
weird,
to
but
Korea
yeah,
was
he really
horrible,
got what
but I
Bio
remember
did
having to let it
to,
buffer for like 5
In fact,
minutes
getting the
before each
second
match.
gas, but he already has 200
Like I'd try to
gas.
skip to the beginning
I
of the
don't know what
game
to
because
say
you
about
know
that.
there's like 8 minutes of talking and doing nothing before,
okay,
and
so
then
that was
let
actually
it
a
buffer
mistake. He
for
was
5
supposed
minutes so you
to,
could watch the match without it
not do
pausing
like
all the
that, but
time.
luckily for
Oh
him,
my god! Oh, you could just
one
Reaper
Reaper
jump
out,
up there.
And I think that's
My
always gonna be
God.
just a scouting.
Oh,
And
there is a.
slight harass
Let's
Reaper.
take a look at that
Reaper
Reaper.
pretty much has the attitude of the Vulture in StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, what is your
He
problem,
kills
man?
Lings just like
You
in
click on the ball,
StarCraft
she's like,
1.
what do you want? I'm like, dude, I made you, man. I spent 75
Oh my
hours
god,
on
the
you. Do
queen
what I
only has
say.
3 range!
Same thing with the Reaper a little bit.
Brenda!
He's going to control this Reaper perfectly.
Wow,
The
that is
queen.
actually superb Reaper micro.
Imagine that micro today. Imagine getting hyped up about someone kiting Zerglings with a Reaper.
It's interesting.
It's like, oh my
one
god.
Reaper and then switched
Oh.
out. Now he's going to get 4 racks.
And that is after the
He's going to go for a bust. Oh, command center as well. But
Is the Reaper
mass
slower?
racks
Yes.
after
The
command
Reaper's
center break
slower
down
and
here.
doesn't
Now,
heal.
This is an area where you don't have Lings on the
But it
map,
does
because
more
the
damage
Reaper
and has
can use
building
this area
grenades.
So well, if you ever have a Reaper,
Yeah.
you can always control this.
I forget.
Here.
I think there was a
Reaper actually hasn't
speed
taken a hit yet,
upgrade in
which
the
is,
tech
pretty
lab or
impressive.
something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Normally he'll take at least a few hits by that Reaper, but really.
there's
superb,
definitely 2
superb
sets
micro.
of music
And
going on
Sella
right now, and I don't know
he has,
what's
if we
happening.
take a look at
I don't
that,
know how they. I think they
Zerg,
still have the
he
music
has,
from the other
so
stream
much
going.
gas. He has 400 gas right now.
I checked.
Really,
It's not mine. I don't have any music out of the background.
So far, basically.
Ah, scouting. Drops a
If, in
scan.
fact, Maru had opened up just Reaper, like 5 racks Reaper that we've seen a lot, Sella would have died a
5
long time
racks
ago.
we got the
Reaper.
Reaper being chased over
Ah,
here.
yes. How times
And,
change.
So far, very nice control here. He's really actually. He's got 5 kills. He's a corporal now. And he's
So
really,
that's how you get promoted.
That's how you get promoted, man. You kill people. What is the starting one? It's just a recruit. They're all recruits.
We're looking at the ranks, which never meant
All right, so he's-
anything.
once again, I don't know. if
There's some
Silver Edge is
arcade
going after
games
the
that work
wings
off
like
of that,
this.
but I like the flavor of the like ranks and kills and stuff. And there is a little bit of practical use, like making sure you killed something by checking the kill count. He just keeps scanning.
Gas. He's got very few drones mining minerals, and he's
Doesn't
going for
care.
a Roach Warren, which is in. Okay, he cancels it after the scan goes away. That
Okay.
makes a lot more sense now.
All right, Spire now.
He's actually, the thing is, he's going to have so much gas that he can't even buy all the mutas because he has no minerals.
What?
Yeah, there's a
Does he
little
even
bit
have a
of
Spire on the way?
balance
Do we
here.
not
You
use
can
the
see-
production
Another
tab in
scan
2010?
the main base we just saw.
Oh,
I can't
you see
believe
me right
it.
here, we just barely think
Oh
of
my
those.
God, Maru's
He
scan.
looks at two computers, he's zipping around the
Trying to
map.
catch the things that.
Yeah.
He
Did
just
I miss? 'Cause I'm
just
trying to
float a
make this
barracks
sneak
over,
over
bro.
so
I got
smooth here.
Yeah.
3
You don't wanna
scans
watch
in
my
3
screen,
minutes.
it'll make
He'll make you dizzy, man.
Yeah, that's it.
I guess it works though. Why not? I mean, what are you
So,
gonna do?
Now remember, if he
What are you
thinks
gonna
his
do
opponent's gonna go
differently?
for Roaches,
Not
he might
move
get
out with your
Marauders if he
Marines?
wants.
All he has, his entire tech is 4 barracks
well,
Marine
yeah,
Marauder.
scan those,
Beyond
so
did
we
this
know
build
there's no
yesterday.
Warren.
I gotta.
Oh, did the scan actually reach over here? I
Well,
thought the
he
scan
just
was
saw
actually.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think it saw the Spire.
Does he just win the
You
game?
could check the vision right now, but honestly,
I think he just wins the game, right?
I
Like
don't know if
This
actually.
attack, yeah.
Uh-oh.
he just wins.
This is it.
Oh.
Nice kill with this. Slow Zerglings not so good against these units. Here come the drones.
Okay.
Here comes Zerglings. But it is not enough. It
Yes,
looks like
as you
Sella
could
may
tell,
fall
this
right
was
here,
the.
right now.
Yeah.
This is pretty brutal, man.
So he just wins the game. All
I
right.
think he's gonna lose. There is GG.
GG.
Ouch.
Games were so good
Sella
back in the
falls
day.
In embarrassing fashion right
Apparently,
there.
that's how you beat Cell. You make a bunch of guys and send them
Ah,
to his base.
back in the yeah.
I feel like he was.
Okay, so there are plenty of games like that today. You just don't see them because I pick and choose which games I upload to YouTube. Like, games like that happen still more often than your epic back and forth.
I think he fully aware.
People will just die trying different builds.
Frustration squint right there. If I've ever seen a frustration
Well, that's such a. Whoops, I gotta join the game.
His debut. I don't even know if this is his first game. This is just the first one I found. No, this is the round of 64. Artosis was in the round of 64 of GSL Season 1. Okay? Like, for reference. So this is the very beginning. So, in fact, this is the first match of Maru ever. And he went 4 racks, Marine Marauder, and killed him with he just walked over and killed him. Like, what a game. Wait, do we have game 2? Yeah, game 2 seems like it's a bit more. Oh, it's a 20-minute game. Alrighty then. Welcome back to whatever this is.
I don't know, man. Maru Prime.
Maru.
He's like baby or Flash right now.
I know, right?
He already did that little Gosu Pro Gamer wrist curl.
Yeah, this
Tasteless
like,
out about the wrist curl, which was the most exciting part of that game, I will say.
I've done studies, I swear it. I'm not making this up. So,
are you sure that was some strange
wait, what? What is this shot?
For why 20-year-olds wouldn't want to stay locked.
They're showing the other people like going around getting in and out of the booth.
I'm pretty sure that was actually
the other, like whoever's not playing in the group right now.
Behind that.
But yeah, you know, he's so young, starting this young in StarCraft 2. Long professional career ahead of him.
Yeah, long professional career ahead of him.
Looked in that
this Maru guy.
Yeah, you look quite good. There's nothing at all wrong with this play, even though, you know, I think the loss was more Sella playing poorly.
Thank you, Artosis, starting off strong. I thought this guy has a lot of potential, but really, it was the Zerg player who fucked up. And you know what? I agree. What the fuck was that? Like, he's like, I'm gonna go lair into late spire with slowlings.
Number 1.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
And then he just dies to Marines. Like
ramp number 2.
Ramp number 2 over here. Let's go ramp number 2.
Yeah, if we look at the Zerg base real quick. He actually
there are 2 sets of music, and I'm losing my mind.
Did he use the extractor canceled?
Yeah, he canceled an extractor
all right,
and used the Overlord
Explain that to everybody at home.
All right,
that's a no.
What you do with that is you get the max.
Yeah, I turn it off. There's no music.
Supply with Zerg, and then you go ahead and use a drone to make an extractor because it's very, very cheap.
Yeah,
and then
they still have the music from like the Korean stream going on, and
you get a red supply. You get 11 of 10.
This is part of why I play my own music.
It's better to
because it's a lot easier to manage rather than relying on in-game music, which is not always work. Well, one, they're obviously got 2 things going on, but
come to the same conclusion that you should in fact Overlord on 9. So someone needs to go ahead and tell Sella that. Maybe I'll tell him that.
Yeah, that's not the most efficient pattern.
And you
yeah, Artos is like you're scouting wrong, Sella. I'll tell Sella how to scout after this.
StarCraft 2, just like StarCraft 1, every step of the way.
You know, at this stage of StarCraft 2, though, it is true. There are very wrong ways. People are still figuring out, like, you can go this way instead of that way. And this way is, like, 30% better.
Centimeter on the screen, I'm like, well, guess what? You know, if I have 100 little things that I've done to get me ahead.
Yeah.
I can't hear either music track. Here you go.
That's right. So you really have to do every little thing possible. That's where APM starts coming into play when people get way good at the game.
Yeah.
You need to be able to do all these little tiny things to get ahead.
It's like a horror movie.
So. Second gas going up already.
Refinery over here.
I can distinctly hear the Zerg and the Terran themes at the same time.
Seriously, I feel like
there's a lot of Prime players. You know, I think I could easily name 10 that I.
Is he getting Reaper? Do we not have the? It's a proxy factory. Is he doing proxy factory Hellion drop?
Take a look at that.
Yeah. I don't know why it's right there next to the wall.
I think it's proxy factory Hellion drop, which is something people already do. Well, something people do today, but usually they only proxy the.
You could probably cancel and you'd fly across the screen into your opponent's base. Scout everything in there.
So buggy that
it is bothering me to an inordinate extent the lack of production tab.
right away.
There's
I mean,
no way there isn't a
he's
production tab.
showing a
You got to
Reaper,
default to the
so
production
Reaper,
tab.
Hellion harassment
This is
now.
back when,
Both those things
like in Brood War,
really
in before
dominate,
Remastered, there was no
Zerg.
production tab.
You know, he's gonna get the
You just had to
creep
click
earlier,
on
so
things,
second
and
colony's up, he's gonna
you
force
could
the
barely
later.
tell how much supply they
But it
had in
looks like
Brood
he's
War, to
lifted
my
off the
understanding.
factory.
So there was a big...
Ooh, he's gonna get Hellions inside the base.
You know, Sela really should have an Overlord Scout
Fucking Terrans.
pattern that deals with this. This is actually something really important with Zerg.
Yeah.
You have to create scout patterns which are going to be able
Yeah,
to scout
this is
anything
another
like
reason
this,
why
like
4-player
floats,
maps
like
were,
proxies, stuff like that. And it looks like he, in fact, does not have one. So Maru might get way ahead by making just 2-3 Hellions running in and suddenly killing a whole bunch.
You know what's so smart about this is he's baiting the Zerglings over here with the Reaper. Meanwhile, he doesn't.
And
know
then
the
he
Hellions are
loses
actually
the
naked
Reaper.
inside of his expansion. He's going to send Hellions over here. To
It's
take
just
out the
building.
drones. Meanwhile,
Oh,
there's
you
really
can't
not a lot of
expand
defense
down there,
over here,
Zerg,
just
because
nothing
there
but
are
drones.
rocks.
He gets
I
that
got
maybe 2 or 3 Hellions over here. He can
blocking the
wipe out
pocket base.
everything.
Yeah.
I wonder which race benefits the
this is just
most
cool play
from...
here. And look at that.
What is this ship behind
my
it?
goodness.
He's
Gonna
going
go
double
Two
starboard Viking?
Vikings. And you know
What the hell
This
is
reminds me
that?
a lot of that original
Okay, this is
StarCraft,
creative. I will
one
say,
build
it's
where you could
creative.
get
Is it
factory
good?
float with vultures and then go double port raid.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what we're seeing here, Taste. Is that was actually very intelligent.
Thank you.
Thanks for that insight.
Thank you. You and my mom both always tell me I'm so smart. Thank you so
That's
much.
right. Well, at least one of us is right. All right, a couple Hellions going up into the main base. How many
Well,
drones can we
surprise,
get? This is
Hellions.
going to be really important.
Uh-oh,
All right,
uh-oh.
flaming those drones.
Already 2 down. He could actually get 4 right here.
My god, the
Oh!
bit rate whenever there's action.
1 bites the dust. He needs to get another good
Oh
shot
my
over
God.
here. And 1 more. He can get 1 more shot.
Oh. Burns those drones like I do.
Okay,
my
go down.
Protoss.
Where did the Hellions
That
come
was
from,
pretty cool,
Sela?
man. I
Sela,
think,
where did the Hellions
he
come
actually could've
from?
done a lot more damage
How
there.
did the Hellions get in your base? Let's
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
I
that.
feel like he could've
Let's
gotten
think
2,
about
3 more
trying to
drones.
figure
Yeah.
out where
You
the
know,
fucking
you
Hellions
have to
came from.
target just
This is
right.
professional play.
So
Where did the...
boring.
No, they
You
just
don't
showed
even
up.
see him even with
Okay?
the,
He's not even trying to figure out. Like,
Little baby dreidel.
does he not know where the Hellions came from?
I like
Automaton
this.
2000.
Like, not even keeping any roaches at home. They just blinked into the base.
If he doesn't really have anything to defend,
Uh,
Bunker.
just
And now Maru's like,
And if he can
oh,
take
wait a
this down, it's gonna
second.
be absolutely huge. Sends out a mule to repair. Does not work. Wasted mule right there. All right, and now, oh my.
My
This
god,
is
not using
actually
damaged health bars.
really
I don't
big.
even know if damaged
Sela,
health bars
very nice
existed.
attack right
I-
here, and
He attacked
Maru
with all the
flying back
roaches
with
that I
his
baited him in the
Vikings.
building.
Will they be able to help?
Why are there
Speedlings
4
coming
Vikings,
in. I don't
Maru?
know
What the
if these
hell is
Vikings are
this?
gonna be able to hold this off.
You couldn't build
Yeah,
any
yeah, I think
anti-ground
he just
units
wasn't quite prepared.
without
By
a
the way,
tech
that was
lab
slick
in
play
Wings
to
of Liberty.
drop the
Liberators
mule
don't
right away and
exist.
use the repair ability.
And
I was actually-
Banshees and
yeah.
battle cruisers take
And
a
look at
tech
this,
lab.
The supply is going to get blocked with the killing of that depot. That's a pretty good
Um,
move.
He's
He's
gotta keep
fighting with the
alive.
Vikings.
SCVs surrounding here trying to repair. You might want to use those SCVs to attack instead.
Oh yeah, some real prairie dog micro there.
That was a
That was totally the wrong move to do. But looks like he will end up killing all
Wow,
of these
and he
roaches.
walls them in.
Still,
Nice save.
if we look at the unit counting station real quick,
The unit
SCV
counting
count
station.
Very, very low. Luckily, the mules will help him to get
18
back
to
in there,
28
but
workers
still,
is not...
Considering mules are like the best unit in the whole game.
Yeah, man, they are. They
Mules
so
are the
good.
best unit in the whole game. Tasteless
really like that
2010.
You know, this is a bad rally point here, too.
Yeah, that's not a very
This
good
is
rally.
actually a
It's
mistake
like,
here. Sell
that's
away.
not a very important place.
Does
to
he
map.
still have the
Importantly, they would actually
factory?
just jump off into space. And what's actually in this window over here? Look at that.
Oh my God, it's a
It's amazing the production tab. There is a production tab.
There's a medevac in there. He could actually.
They
get
just
out.
don't use it. Like, I remember, it was a pastime of mine,
God,
even in the
make
late
sure these maps can go. I
2010s,
don't know about this here. He
to
needs
complain
fly
about
back
the
and
lack of
actually
production
defend.
tab in the
He's gonna
observing in
lose this again.
GSL.
He could, I guess, try to
Because
drop the mule again if he has the energy
like,
to do it.
I feel
it's
like
almost
this,
like
you
a
know,
cultural
losing
difference, it
Vikings,
feels
yeah,
like.
but he's stalling out those Vikings from
Like,
going to his
a lot
base
of the
and losing
observers
all his
are
Overlord.
observing
Yeah,
like
there's
it's
a lot
Brood
of
War,
Overlords. He really
which
needs to get
doesn't
Overlord
have
speed
that
upgraded.
information, so they're trying to
Exactly.
recreate that
But
feel.
He's not even upgrading it. So.
Like, the lack of information being a good thing,
Okay.
but I can't
He's gonna move out
stand it.
now.
Like, I don't...
Oh, creep. He's
That's good.
not going to be able to keep these guys around. Overlord creeped himself when he saw these.
Maru over here with Mass Viking.
Excuse me, I don't know why I'm calling him Hellion. These Vikings move in here.
And Hydra's
What the fuck? He's
Take a
building
look
siege
here.
tanks on the high ground platform.
Damn.
Wow.
Siege tank and siege mode on the high ground.
Ah,
You know,
yes.
I'm
This guy
seeing
is
so many
everywhere.
moves that
This is
Uh,
actually the best Terran player I've seen in the tournament. so far. To be totally blunt,
he seems pretty good. You know, I really like some of Tank Boy's micro that we saw, and of course we saw Maka, who just crushes opponent. So I don't know if I'm going to say the best, but I definitely like what I'm seeing from him.
I'm almost more impressed with just the adroitness in the handling of
Adroitness?
So
it is quite adroit.
It is. It's adroit handling, man.
Indeed. And I really love. Look at this. He's going to kill any spotters that can possibly see this. Obviously,
this is.
Go for, any mutalisks.
Is this before we learned what drag scroll camera movement was as well?
The full value of this.
My God, Siege Tank Viking from the high ground. And what are you gonna do about it?
And, you know,
there's no way to get up. There's no Ravager.
He got to not be happy at this point, feeling that Siege Tank rain down its fiery
like,
power.
and the Vikings can shut down any Overlord drop, which Overlord drop is not individual OVs. It's like 200, 200.
Going up now.
And it applies to all Overlords, like Brood War.
The Marauder is known as a Fire Bear in Korea.
That's right. It's the Fire Bear guy.
There's the Fire Bear guy.
Alright.
And we're not even kidding, actually. All the Korean names.
Not all.
Thank you, Beard Poo, for the raid as well. On this list, hopefully had a good stream. I'm gonna assume SC2, but.
He's gonna bring the SCVs over here.
Those Hydras might do huge damage.
It might do terrible damage.
Maru's army is 7 Vikings and like 5 bio units and a siege tank on the high ground. And that looks like it's going to be more than enough.
Gets that bunker, and the Hydras are going to be cleaned up by all those Vikings. But Hydras actually really great against Vikings. They kill them very fast. The repairing SCVs on that bunker actually just saved the game for Maru. If he had not been repairing with that many SCVs, if he had one less SCV, I feel like that battle would have been a lot different. Lost.
Oh my God! And now he's in range of the mineral line. Oh my God!
As you can see by this white circular line, this represents the radius the tank can do damage in.
He can't get the hatch, but he can get the mineral line.
This is an expansion that
like,
only has this many
oh
minerals.
my! Yes.
Drone wanted to go over.
I don't think the Hydras can hit that. They might if they could get vision, but they're a bunch of Vikings.
That was not a hunter killer.
That was not a hunter killer indeed.
Oh, looks like they're just barely in.
These Hydras over here.
Oh, he can hit it.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The tank.
Oh. Nice, gets it out of there. Hydras deal damage.
Where did the factory go now?
Like
Where's the factory?
Slow machine guns.
Like he's taking out rocks with landed Viking. I have no idea where the factory is. That the factory?
Such a mobile
I can't really
unit,
tell on the
there's
minimap.
so many different uses you can have with him. He's defended like 2 big attacks, killed a lot of overlords, spotted for the tank. Is there anything
I'm not
cannot do?
convinced. Maru doing the Platinum League move of, I wonder if the army's there. Yup. Why are you rallying SCVs across the map?
Same time.
There we go. Almost.
He's got 1 barracks, 2 factories, and 2 starports, which is certainly
Terran's actually
a move.
been a little bit late on the expansion.
Yeah, that third, well, Maru
Maru's
smart. Scouting for hidden bases, finds it. Here come the Vikings, I'm sure.
And eventually when Zerg,
And now, for the 3rd time this game, I believe our Zerg player is going to try to attack directly up a ramp. Moving into position to defend.
Looks like 2 siege tanks here. I think he needs to get Marines and Marauders here to deal with.
It's chilling. Also putting watchtowers in the center of the map, with some notable exceptions.
Marines deal very well with them. Marauders, okay, but you know,
I'm not sure. I like gameplay back then more than watching Cero. Yeah, much easier to keep up with this. More palatable for those used to a slower sort of game.
But when the Vikings are on the other side of the map, you do a little drop. It can be very, very good because this guy is going to be a while before he moves out. So you have to be ready with something.
Oh my God! Ah! He discovered the production tab. But no, this is the real. This was the real build here. Look at he fucking hovers over. Does the observer not know the hotkey, or is he making a big deal out of it? He's like,
you have to be ready with something big to hurt him with.
Click. Does it know the key or something? I gotta. And nope, that's enough of that. Nope, we'll go to none. Not even the observer isn't even using hotkeys to switch the tabs.
I wonder if he's gonna. Whoa, canceled. Second thoughts. I'm too nervous. I can't be a Nidus Worm. It's too much commitment. You know, Celoware seems to be a little bit shaken up. from what we've seen so far.
But, you know, I really like the position he's in here. He's got a lot of drones. He's got a lot of economy on these 3 bases.
He
spreading
actively
a little bit.
hovers over to like,
You know,
look
I
at all
think
the
that
information
spreading
I
creep is
could
one of
give
the
you,
first things that go
and
before
then
nervous.
chooses
You
none.
really do not see a lot of creep spreading by nervous players.
Well, look at it. What he's got so many overlords just right over this area.
And the creep tumors just have not pushed up nearly as much as they could.
No, he's just late on it. So, Silhouette now adding the barracks.
Maru going with the trademark
He's got
variety
several
pack
siege
build.
tanks.
Siege tank,
He's going to want to be careful, though. If he moves out
like
now, I feel
Viking.
like, Sela could
By
maybe
now
just
he's
go
building
ahead and
barracks.
Bop him.
You get bopped, man.
Yeah.
No, that's too many siege
wanna get
tanks.
bopped.
There is no
Like,
good
I
counter
get bopped,
before
yeah.
Broodlords
That's what
to
they do.
siege tanks.
That's our
In
StarCraft slang.
Wings of Liberty.
A lot of the EG guys use that.
Broodlords are the
Classes,
only
battle
late game.
mats,
Vipers
right?
do not exist. Ravagers do not exist.
By the way, we have the expansion coming over here landing. So
There
now
is
the Terran
mutas do
really putting
exist,
the
I
Zerg in an
guess,
uncomfortable
but
position.
if
The
you
Zerg
don't go
has to
mutas, your
expand.
only
If you're gonna
option
try
is
to
to
engage
either
there,
take a
I
horrible fight
would be
or go
foolish.
Broodlord.
SCV picnic is over. They are now mining.
You know, he spent so much time moving this army around. I don't feel like he's, you know, he's not.
What's the
spraying free.
T6 Z1?
He does have
That is
infestors
another
out.
holdover from Broodlord. Those
I
are
don't
the
know what he's
clock
gonna be able to do with
positions they
infestors.
started in.
I mean, he could try fungal growth, but I mean, the spread here is pretty clean. He's got bunkers as well.
In case, I guess, in
Well,
case you
underused
can't tell the
tactic
difference
is,
between
they
Zerg
can
and Terran.
wall burrow,
Like,
throw those infested Terrans up. So
it took
sometimes
me a
when you do
while
that, there's a lot
before
of
I
things
knew that as
siege,
well, which
Oh,
I
yeah,
always found
splash
odd
damage.
because
He
it's
does
like, yeah,
splash damage
obviously.
against
Like,
could maybe see something like that. Look at that, Maru Prime. I love it. Putting 3 depots right
So
there.
sick.
That is
Maru,
actually,
almost
you know,
perfectly
I'm
walling off
really
that
like this
area.
kid.
Yeah,
That is
Crazy.
such a solid place to put 3 depots. It's so great.
If you made this commentary today, it would sound
Not gonna happen. Nope.
No, I mean,
it's
there's
so
no way.
incredibly
This front's not gonna be
condescending.
broken, just
Like,
StarCraft
wow,
one. So
Maru
just
put
strong
3
forces that
depots in a
you're not
good
able to
spot
attack
there.
them.
That was some pretty
You
sick
pretty much
move
have
from
to go around
Maru.
the Terran
Way to
tunnel.
put those depots down there, Maru. Like,
Here we go, another expansion. So, Celawera, by the way, Wera, a very notable team out here, is
right.
moving out and about on the map.
no, those are not Chew Toy depots.
And
Chew
he's
Toy
making a
depots are the
lot
ones
of
out in
right
the
now.
middle of everything that are supposed to slow things down.
So
Those
he
are
wants
just
to go buy
blocking
the
depots.
Vikings he has.
He's just
Pretty
building a
neat
wall to
unit
funnel. I don't think it
Well,
was
he's gonna be
intentionally
pushing
left a
pretty
gap,
soon
though.
here. He has,
But
he can actually just
doesn't
drop
really
the
matter. The
Vikings
idea
because-
stands.
But do we have any threat of Broodlords?
Oh my god.
It doesn't look
Well,
like it.
He does have.
Oh my.
Spire, but no
Yeah.
greater
I can't. Is
Spire,
he
so-
using arrow
Also,
keys to
camera
move the
ultras.
camera?
And
Zerg doesn't have
Oh
a
my
ton of
god.
gas,
that's
but he
right.
does have
Yeah,
enough to get a few ultras.
the
Here we go.
cursor is moving like
Oh,
he's
man,
using
it's
arrow
rough.
keys.
I see no drones over there.
I'm losing it.
But
You
can
see,
the Marines
the
have a lot of kills
gameplay,
on him.
alright, whatever, it's nostalgic. The observing, no excuse!
You know what I really like about this
Jesus.
Ultra Tech is he has these infestors already, and
Nope,
he is
barely any camera follow.
fungal growth. and
Apparently
Sentinel
also
Pursuit, and
just a
somebody
constant...
get out.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just
Is it
runs
180 to
over.
127
But
supply?
a
Something
lot
like
of siege
that.
tanks.
Oh my god, Maru's
you know.
walled off multiple siege tanks
You
with
don't want
siege
your
tanks.
ultras evaporating before they get there. So
Okay, another drop over here. Nice.
And
takes
a
out the
siege
tanks.
tank on the high ground. Oh
Ouch.
my.
And as you can see here, the roaches are cleaning up.
Does he not have
Siege
vision?
tank up here on the high ground. If he doesn't
Oh
get an
my
overlord over
god.
there, he
Wait,
can
that's a
take that out.
ledge.
He is
Are
getting
you
drops
kidding
now.
me?
I do approve.
There we go.
And look at this, killing more drones,
Very
stopping
nice.
mining at the gold base. A very powerful move.
This Terran is so good.
Yeah, man, he's actually really good. He even flowed to the command center's main to save some money. I mean, there's nothing about his play I don't like.
I mean, this is one of
They're
these
both
moments
banking
where you
up
can really
like
see-
1k to
And it looks like
2k
he's gonna
minerals.
move out, though. He's moving out. He's moving
Oh
out.
my god, here it comes.
And I haven't seen any banelings from Sela, so those Marines are going to be way more powerful
The
than
watchtower,
we normally see Marines.
and he's gonna lose a bunch of the
But he does have the
OBs. He's
fungal
gonna be
growths,
supply
so if you
blocked.
land 2 fungal growths in there, all those Marines will just die.
Oh my god.
Like they were
There's an Ultralisk.
Oh, you might be an Ultralisk, but you should not be going over there. He's like, oh, okay, here we go. Here we go.
He's got the watchtower with
He's capable
siege
of just
tanks, which means he has range and vision now.
It's almost
which
like
is
this, I
quite
can
good.
almost, wish I could zoom out just slightly because.
Oh my god.
the
Wait, is it
scope of
Tasteless
this is
observing?
actually huge.
Because I remember
You can
they
see
were
the angle.
observing.
That's always gonna try to
Tasteless!
come in from
Pull
2
it together!
angles. No, that's actually just Overlords. One angle.
Oh, the
Over
Hydra's
here.
in the front. That's
Oh
not
my
how you want to do
God.
it,
Oh
Sela.
my god. A
Nice
fungal?
fungal growth, though. Siege
Wait, are there
tanks
no
clean it up.
medevacs?
And wow, that was not the way
There's
to engage.
just the
I think
drop.
that's it.
That was the anti-way to engage.
Yeah, I think that is actually this is going to be it. I think he's going to get
So he just wins.
completely squashed
Yeah, there's
by
no
the
counter
Terran
to
army.
siege tanks
Over here.
before Broods.
Nice
The ultra
right there,
pops
though.
out, but
Some good splash damage against the Marines. Killed by a
well,
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Zerg tries to counterattack over here. Could actually prove to be pretty effective. We don't see a ton of Terran units over here in the main. But this blob in the middle of the map, I don't know if he can actually deal with it. There's a lot more
yes,
stuff.
the technical
Everything's
term.
moving
This
around
blob
here.
over here. It's true though, like the bio
Apparently
blob.
We have some loud background music. We'll have that go down after the match.
We will turn down. Hey,
Oh.
we will turn down the background volume music.
They
after
even
the match.
notice
Thank
people
you.
notice the
Very sorry about
music.
that.
Now is not the
Noted
time to be
about
commenting
stuff
on
like
that.
Yeah.
Stop
And,
reading the
we will try
chat.
to talk a little bit louder so you guys can hear everything.
And look at this, the siege tanks going up a lot.
Oh
of
my
ultras
God.
Up there. If he can
That is a
manage to
terrible
kill
well.
these siege tanks and a nice
Wow.
play.
What a
Oh,
terrible
wow,
fight
he is
from
actually
Maru.
coming
Oh
back
my
at this.
God.
The ultras, so
Maru
strong.
just
What?
and it's over, and Maru loses because
It
what the
really
hell was
looked
that?
Like he had the critical mass. Maru did.
Holy,
to take that out.
what is this? You only won one game.
Holy check.
Holy check.
Look at that. People are going to go
It's
crazy
what-
about that. I know that he says that a lot during his stream.
Ah, it's a stream reference.
They said it was a game. volume.
He won
The
one
music
game.
goes too
He's
loud.
like, well, I can't guarantee I'm gonna win the series, so might as well whip this out now.
I started doing that, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing?
WW is just, it's like, it's the same as GG. It's just typing on the English keyboard when you're usually in Korean.
Everything happens so fast. I like that. I like him pulling some.
Okay, yes. He's really throwing it on there.
That's right.
All right,
He
I-
definitely has personality, if nothing else.
You know what's
If
funny is,
nothing else, he has personality. Well, he had a bunch of ultras, so there was
He
that.
had this.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to game 3 because Maru completely threw that one. Walking up a ramp
So,
into
yeah,
a flank.
Silaware
Oh my
showing once he
God!
gets a big
Desert
economy
Oasis.
up, he's going to be able to whittle down those huge Terran armies, but I thought that both players played actually really good games.
Desert
I really
Oasis.
liked the way both played.
Yes.
That was a very high level game.
Yeah. So we have
That-
Silaware, Desert Oasis. There he is. at
This is
bottom
the
spot.
first round of the first
And
GSL. All right.
we have
For
Maru
reference,
Prime. He
no,
is
but there
our
have
red
not
Terran,
been
the
professional
boy wonder,
matches before
the
this.
13-year-old
This is
against the 26-year-old Hyun.
This is young versus old.
Yes.
This is like Nickelodeon.
Maru
versus
is now
MTV.
as old as his
Right
opponent
here.
in this match.
Yes.
Actually,
They're
I
both
think a
old, but
little
it's like
older.
Nickelodeon
It's been
versus
14
Nick
years.
Ooh, yeah.
Maru
That
has
can be
now
true.
played
That can be true.
StarCraft 2 professionally over half of his life.
Powerful metaphors here. At the-
Bewitched
at the
versus
GSL.
Salute Your Shorts. All right.
This is 720p, all
Here
right?
we go.
I'm watching on a
Once again, the
1440p
abstract-
monitor,
Yeah, someone's
Probably
gotta
not the
let him
best,
know.
yeah.
and
it's
you're
not the
watching a
best,
1080p stream.
course of action
And also, this
for that.
probably didn't have particularly great encoding back in
And
the day.
we've reduced the game
7.
volume. So
I hope
unless
that
I like
to
how
everyone's
mid-cast, they're like, okay, we're turning it down.
It
I don't know
wasn't
why
like
there
my
was the
grandma
double.
was listening where, you know, she
Anyways,
has to have the TV
while
turned
this
up all the
early
way
game kicks off,
just to
I'll
hear
be
what I'm
right
saying.
back.
Does she
One
post on
moment.
the GomTV.net
She
forums?
might. She's a big fan of Tasteless.
Oh, wow.
So here we go. Extractor again.
As you can enjoy
time
the
he's not
early
canceling.
game
This is actually
analysis
extracted
from these
before
two
spawning.
top-tier
Yeah, you know, I like
commentators,
that on
which
this map
honestly is the
nowadays.
only
There's
thing
just
that
so
made the
much that can
first like
happen to
boring
you.
5 minutes
Yeah,
tolerable
you know,
back in the day.
proxy
Be right back.
Raxes, Reapers jumping up all over the base. Of course, your natural is so far away, it's very hard to defend. Getting speed first is something that a lot of Zergs have started doing on this map against Terran and against Protoss.
By the way, while we have a little bit of downtime here, add us on Twitter. I'm Call Me Tasteless.
Yeah, I am Artosis, so check us out. You know, we tweet about all sorts of stuff.
Check out the team site that both Idra, myself, and many other Gosus belong to. Team EG, Evil Geniuses.
That's right.
And finally, check out thehandsomnerd.com. Now we see our Terran player has scouted the
This is
Zerg.
exactly what's going on. It's pretty standard play. I think we're going to see him get speed and expand, but he's mining a lot of gas, way over 100 right now. He may be going for one of these one hatchery Mutalisk builds. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I do not recommend those. I don't like it. It's a very risky play because if Terran sees it happening, they can just be like, oh, it's a one-base Mutalisk. They put up like 3 turrets and just kill you.
Yeah. You can see the Marine is out here. He wants to see if he can spot, you know,
Catch that
any
Overlord.
Overlord. Yeah.
And he very well may.
Oh,
Look
he
at that.
does see it.
Yeah, and that Overlord I think that Overlord has no chance. He is going to die. His Marines shoot so fast.
Oh, this sucks.
It's totally
This
sucks.
is so bad. Uh-oh.
Oh, he
Ling's
might
on
get
the
out
way.
of there.
He lives.
Very nice. Floating that Overlord away. Look at those.
that
He has
face.
like huge claws and stuff. How does he stay
He's got
afloat?
beautiful eyes.
Those aren't his eyes.
Yeah, look at that. Look right there.
Oh,
One,
those are his
two.
eyes. Okay, I thought you were talking about those big glowing sacs on the side of his bulbous back. He's got quite a nerd back, man. He is
He's got he's got posture worse than me.
Yeah. But at least he floats. You don't float.
I don't
Jesus.
float. I do not float. We have Lair on the way. He's going to go for Mutalisks here.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't go for Mutalisk, it would be something completely crazy, like maybe a Nidus Worm all in or something like that.
Okay, we got the Reaper out.
Reaper's such a good unit.
That Link speed's up, so he's got to be a little bit more careful.
That's right.
He's not getting any upgrades here at the add-on, and he's getting a siege tank fast for the starport.
Oh, this.
What do you think about the strat?
This is kind of interesting. Okay, what I believe that we're going to end up seeing is
this is actually wall in. Yeah, this isn't even tight actually.
Oh wow.
He actually just moved the Reaper through there and realized that, and actually had to send another SCV to make a depot.
Maru. You know, I'm not sure what this Terran is actually going to go for. It could be a siege tank drop on near the gas area and just, you know, either float a building over there, put some units there as well on that little ledge right over here.
Right here.
So that's a possibility. What we could possibly... He might just want a siege tank so he doesn't have to make Marauders in case Roaches come out. And he might be teching up to a Thor drop.
Should have stayed at home, SCV. Now with Link speed out, you got to be pretty careful with a Reaper because Reaper's fast, but it can be surrounded so easily. And he actually seems to know exactly what's going on. A tank drop.
This is kind of interesting here. He might be just using, okay, up at the Terran base now, we do have the armory going down. So.
And he's going to make a spire over here where the Terran is less likely to scan.
Yes. It's a good move to always make those tech structures as far away from your main base as you can so that you can totally hide them.
You know, the problem with this is that, I mean, he can just park the tank out of range of the spine crawler and just shoot down the spine crawler and then move in here.
Drop in there, try to kill the queen or something like that. But, you know, the thing is, I don't like Cella's play here at all, really. I don't see why he would play like this. Going one hatchery muted is so risky.
Oh my god.
Maru, though, losing a lot of units there.
I swear to God, I think the Marine actually got hit by the spine crawler, but was picked up before it was killed. It was a whoosh, but he actually got it. Okay, this I think is a failed strategy. It's not going to work. He needs to get out.
Yeah.
The Spire's up. And, you know, with Larva Inject, I mean, make no mistake, this is not StarCraft 1. You can get a lot of Mutalisks out of one base.
That's quite true. You can get quite a few out. You don't just make 3 and then wait for your next thing. But, you know, he is going Thors. He does have the engineering base, so the mutas shouldn't hurt him. But what the mutas should do is give him enough map control, Sella enough map control that he should double expand.
Is
like,
this
right
Thor
now.
out?
No, almost.
He's
going to actually lose a lot
kill
of
so many SCVs in this amount of time.
Wow.
SCVs are very
Sella.
weak. Better use that medevac to heal him, but don't lose the medevac too.
Oh, this is huge. Look at this, attacking.
Oh my god.
Got to kill that Marine. Oh, look at that. The medevac's still alive. What?
Medevac lives on.
What?
The Thor is out.
You know, he really should have targeted on SCVs instead of going for that depot.
I think he wanted to end
I feel like he could have. Yeah, that was like an over end though. He should have. You know, don't try to end it that hard. Target SCVs, end it that way. You know, something completely foolproof. Thor gets a couple hits on those mutas. And Maru looks like he's going to be able to stabilize.
We've seen another supply drop here. You can see he's trying to catch up. He did lose some depots there. He wants to get back to where he was before. I don't know if this was a wise decision. I guess his goal was to try to distract his opponent from the main, send the mutas back.
And Thor's going to block him out so easily. Really, no harass that can be done right now. Sella, I don't know why Sella has not made hatcheries. This is what you do
Yeah.
with the one base mutalist build. You go make a couple hatcheries, and you just get a sick economy because you have those mutas, which for a little while on such a big map will keep you safe from anything.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
actually the point of this build.
Well, mutas can attack and force you to not leave your base, and you know, you could pick off scouting units and stuff like that. It forces them to spend scans instead of mules.
Yep, it totally does. You know, I'm a little bit confused. Here he goes. Magic box and that Thor. That Thor is gonna fall if he doesn't repair it ASAP.
He is gonna repair it. He's overextended himself.
But still, SCV count very, very low right now.
Very low. What is it? And we only have the Unicounting station 22. Thank you, Artosis. Sorry, I turned that on a little bit later there, guys.
But he does make a hatchery finally at his natural expansion. But is it enough?
Is it enough? I don't know. I'm curious.
I don't think so. You know, Maru isn't in a great location right now. You know, he's really, I think he might be preparing to all in. He hasn't started Command Center yet, which he could do pretty easily with these Thors and turrets.
There's a Scorpion inside the hatchery. Just want to point out.
You know, if they could just harvest those
Where does he go, man?
Scorpions.
You bring the Scorpion
I
out of
think
the
the
hatchery.
drone actually turns into that somehow. Like his skin comes off, becomes that. It like gets liquid. I don't know.
We got another attack over here. He's actually going right for the tech lab. You know, the Thors are kind of the backbone defense right now. He needs to get some Marines out here. Now, Zerg can't stick with mutas because if he has the proper amount of Thors and brings a few SCVs, the Thors are not going to die at all.
It becomes really hard. But if you can go muta with a mixture of other units such as Lings and Banes, especially since there's so many Marines being built. That would actually be a really great move. But we don't see any Baneling nest yet from Sela. And, you know, he's had 2 queens for a long time, but no creep tumors yet. Finally laying some down here.
We've reached the late game.
Ridiculous amount of energy.
30 workers.
You should really just lay a ton of creep tumors and just spread
2 bases. Well, actually, Maru's still on 1 base.
Totally.
Give this queen some laxatives. Maybe maybe like he needs to actually use the queen.
Look at this. Beautiful right here. Killing some extra SCVs.
Those Thors are huge. My God.
Kill as many as you can, but
ouch! Oh, that was a serious blow, though. He did lose 1 mutalisk. No, but seriously, he needs to lay as many creep tumors as possible and start to branch that out all over this area that
the
I'm
actual model of the Thor got scaled down.
And I'm wondering if
I forget if it was Heart of the Swarm or if it was during Wings of Liberty. It's literally so large. Because originally we were looking at the Odin as like a super unit.
Okay against tanks
But
in small numbers, and good against Marines overall.
Where are you going? Oh yes, this is the quickest ground attack path.
If I go muta, I stay with it. Go speedling, baneling with it. Feels
You have to walk out of your base to the north, all the way around on the ground.
Make sure that Terran cannot make a mistake. You can get back to the Stone Age.
And if we look at that back Thor, he's up. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Harassment over here. But they may not be able to get back into the proper location.
Those speedlings, this is actually really
He actually walled off with an engineering bay.
Because those Marines are not enough.
I'm not sure why he's not fighting the Marines with the
This is
mutas.
actually dangerous all-in attack here by Maru.
Yeah, Maru might not have enough.
It feels
One
like
base
that is just not
Thors.
enough units. It feels like he can make almost anything and end up killing that. He's so far from home.
He does at least have the combat shields up. He's stimming.
Priest him.
He's going to try to get a position. He's to siege up the tank.
So that queen, and down the queen goes. Can he get the hatchery? He gets the hatchery.
Thors are
he's in
here.
an okay position.
The mutas. Hey, you can't fight the Thors. So now it's 1 base versus 1 base.
And a hatchery's gone!
Oh, that is huge.
Whoa!
And, you know,
Oh, the Overlords.
Needs to make roaches or lings or something. The mutas can't engage this. Marine Thor is unengageable by mutas. Cannot do it.
That is a nasty death scene.
He keeps going. He keeps losing Overlords, and the tank can hit the mineral line
That could be checkmate.
from the high ground, from the low ground rather.
Oh my God.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
Because of course it can.
Tell the children to cover their eyes. Now, if he can target fire the siege tank with
The Thors have energy? Yeah, that's for the strike cannons.
Thors have insane
Duh.
range. Here come the mutas.
Which requires an upgrade. It only works against ground.
The Marines
But you can
alone
use
out of
feedback
position. Look at
against
this.
them.
Nice
Fun
flank
fact.
there. Sending the lings up
Unengageable.
makes a huge, huge difference. And instead of dying, it looks like Sella will, in fact, hold this
Oh,
off.
2 or 3
Nice
more
move
mutas
there
go
by
down.
Sella. Realistically, he should have kept all the Marines down on the low ground. Would have been able to deal with that
Wait,
much,
is
much
there?
better.
Where is combat
So
shield? I
many
don't
Marines
see
out
combat
of
shield.
range to really
He said
destroy
something
those
about combat
mutalisks.
shield.
So
I don't
now,
see. I don't think
where
combat shield is
Maru
done.
in this game. You know, as far as I know, no command center. Yeah, no command center has been started. It's just
Well,
got,
they're
you know,
both on one
no
base.
real upgrades or anything.
I don't know how far we are into the game. The video itself
no
is
upgrades
12
over
minutes,
here.
which means
Taking
we're
a look
about
at the length
15
of
minutes of StarCraft time in, maybe 16.
Yeah,
So, you know,
I
I kind of
actually
wish
almost as mined out as Maru is.
Maru
I
can
kinda
lift
wish
his
that
command
Maru
center.
would make a command center. You know, there's this opportunity for this game to actually turn into a long game
You know what he might do? He might even actually try to mine out his main.
and float away.
Float it over there. I mean, that's
Oh, here we go.
possible.
He's
We've
gonna
already
walk
seen that he
all the
does.
way. Is there like
He
a set of
will float
rocks
his
off to the
command
right
centers.
side? I
His
forget.
His mutas
I
are
don't
moving
think
so much. I'm
so.
having a hard time keeping up with him. Sorry about that.
And
might
then
actually take
Tasteless
out this
discovered
refinery.
the camera photo
That'd be a
key,
small
which he's
victory.
using now,
But small victories lead to
which is much smoother than using the arrow keys around.
Right.
I will give some credit. Like, it's very hard to
And combat
cast
shield is
and
on, so
actively
he might just be
observe,
planning on another
especially
attack
with
here.
the
A
like
little bit scared, though.
this
I
UI,
thought he had the
because
combat
nowadays
side.
we
I saw
have
the
all
combat
these
shield
extra
up over there
tools
before.
that are
Nope,
much
not
more
quite. Not even
streamlined.
55 HP.
But
Anything else being upgraded over here?
yeah,
No, not even combat shield on the way.
Oh wow, he canceled it. It was
he
actually
canceled combat shield. What, you could afford it for your 25
That knocked
Marines,
Zerg player to the
Maru?
negative. No, well, he certainly.
What the
supply
hell?
blocked. I don't know about this though.
Bane Roach, he can actually crush this army so simply.
Yeah.
Oh, he will. He doesn't even need those Banes. The Roaches alone are actually enough to kill this
Yeah,
army.
this is too much.
This is actually a
He shouldn't
terrible
be
idea by
attacking.
Maru. Yeah, this is pretty much the worst thing in the entire world he can do right now is attack these units.
Oh man.
Well,
This is bad.
Marine
It's like,
splits haven't been
he has to
invented
drop
yet,
over to try to
right?
split up his opponent's
So
forces.
here come the
Here we go.
roaches.
Roaches going
Do
up.
they have speed?
And he very smartly is running.
could just
hightailing
pick
out
up.
of there. Oh, do not turn
No.
around. What are you doing?
Pick up
I'd,
the Marines, at least try to get out of there.
Maru.
Oh
He
my.
does do a drop though over here.
Oh, but the drop.
Nice drop, killing a lot of drones.
I have
with
no
this, it
idea
looks
why
like.
you cancel combat shield. That had to be like a misclick or something. I don't know.
He's taking so much damage,
There's only
though.
18 drones left,
Nice
unless
cleanup
that number is
by
like
Sella there.
78. I don't think it is.
Oh, he's gonna go for another drop over here. Looks like the Banelings and the Roaches.
Was it
moving
canceled so
out
he could
right
lift the
now.
racks? You
he's
know,
actually
back
gonna
in the
send
day,
his
I
Marine
don't
back
think
to
there were
his
any
main.
protections on
He's
that.
been
Like,
holed up for quite some time.
you
you know,
you
he's got a
had
lot of
to,
moves at this
like,
point,
you
but,
could just lift something.
You know,
I think
nothing's
now
really
you have to
moving for him.
cancel
They're both gonna be down to one
the
base before the
upgrade
second
in
man
order to
seems
lift.
Like the Zerg has already mined out, and still no plans, I guess. Oh, there he's gonna make a command center. Exciting times.
Like 17 minutes in, Maru will
All right,
expand.
Finally, we see a command center being made. He's got to be careful with these drops. Now, Zerg's muta count's actually down pretty
That's
low.
a lot of roaches and banes, but how do you get into the base? Are we gonna do
Yeah,
another
the
walking
mutas
up the
are
ramp into
simply
siege
a
tank
scary
situation?
unit to pick off dropships within such at this
There's
point. It's
really
pretty much
not that
standard.
many drones at
You know
all.
what? There's nothing actually defending this location over here. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh
Maru could very
my,
well
this
have
could be
12
huge.
command
All
centers
the
by this
units
time,
so
and
far away.
like
Even
in
the
this day
mutas
and
so
age,
far away.
in
I don't know if he
Legacy of
knows
the
it's
Void,
coming. I
like
don't think he does, and he can definitely get this hatchery, I believe.
If he
don't
doesn't
need the
have
hatch, just get the
here comes
drones.
some roaches.
Oh, he's gonna get it for sure.
Oh my god,
Oh my, Sella.
Oh
he
my
loses,
God. Talk
and we're
about
back to
stressful
one
moment.
base versus one base.
Pick him up.
There you go.
Oh my.
I don't know why I'm cheering for Maru, man. I want Sella to win this so badly, but
Oh my
he's
god,
blundering.
look at the size of this dead elephant.
Oh, that's
Oh
so
my
huge.
god, that thing is huge. I wanna
Bigger
make
than
that
2
unit-
ultras.
That is huge.
Imagine if the Zerg had that, man. Too bad the Overmind wasn't around back then.
There's a dead elephant down. I never noticed that before. Well, clearly, he would have been killed off by Maru or Sella had he stayed in this game for any longer. Well, okay, actually, he might try to go for a.
Yeah, he
he's
might.
almost seen.
Is he gonna all in the front here?
He might.
Just had to mention the dead elephant on the map.
Guys, they just going for a kill. Settle down, Slayer's boxer. Jeez. Drop ships everywhere.
Ah, yes.
Is he gonna try to bait
I'm
him,
sure
guys?
after time goes on, people will calm down on the drop ships.
It's not advisable. There's 2 bunkers. There's a lot of Marines, but actually, he just sold the. He sold the bunkers.
Oh my
lifted
God.
the wall.
Where is your combat shield?
This actually may be
He never ended up with combat shield. To this day, 1 in 10 games, Terrans will forget combat shield. Is Maru about to throw the game again?
Runs up the ramp.
Oh my God! Nice
would've
shot.
been over right
Got
there.
the Baneling right there. Oh my God, that was close.
He's got to take this expansion so slowly. I would put a planetary up there immediately. You do
Oh my
not
God,
need
all the
mules. You need
SCVs.
to just
Oh my God,
live.
he's actually
I can't
getting
believe he's
in
doing
their
this
face.
with Marines. I cannot believe.
Okay, where are the siege tanks?
What is he doing with
Oh
these
my God,
Marines?
do not land this over here.
Oh my
He does
God.
take out the mutas. He's gonna try to move down
This
here.
is
I think
actually-
he's trapped.
He doesn't have nearly enough medevacs for this. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, horrible, horrible.
I feel like I'm
What are
watching
you
those
doing?
Scooby-Doo chase
Run!
scenes with those SCVs.
What is
Get outta
this?
here. Oh my God. That's actually all his SCVs, right?
Wow.
Pretty much, but, you know, he still does have mules. Sella is not even expanding at this point. Sella really wants to kill him.
Sella is long distance gas mining with like 6 drones.
It's a joke.
That's right. He is.
Oh man, nobody's got money really. This guy. Now remember, he does have.
Maru
mules,
has
so
no more
he does get the
minerals at
expansion.
all
Yeah,
in his main.
You know, he can't even make more SCVs. He's got to push down so carefully, so slowly. Just hop siege
He needs to
tanks.
just get a few siege tank shots on the Banelings.
Yeah.
Because it's actually the Banelings that
Roach
can
is going
potentially.
away.
My God.
What's happening?
Huh.
Oh, he's moving out. You know, he could.
Why are there
theoretically
2
just do a few
Marines
drops
just
over
not
here.
Yeah.
with the other
just
Marines?
harass those Marines and
All right. Well, there's siege tanks to the north side. Oh, the tank. He just walks the Banelings in, which is not ideal. The tanks. What is this? They're on the same level, right? Like, they're not on the high ground.
And he's actually.
I can't.
The tank siege
Well,
tank
the siege tanks on the high ground are very helpful.
a lot of roaches going down here.
Maru's down to like 5
This command center's
SCVs.
like, I can fly, LOL.
Yeah.
I actually am not even worried about that. Drop over to here to make sure
Um,
that he can't mine over
well,
here. Oh my God.
There's
Looks like
actually no
Sella
units
is
left
going
for
to have to
Sella.
concede here
I think
pretty
this is
soon.
checkmate. I don't think there's
I
any
think
way
so,
he can
yeah.
move his pieces
That's-
on the board.
Call some mules down, and that's it, man. Poor
Mules.
Sella.
5 to
Total fan
11
favorite.
workers.
Oh my God.
We are 20 minutes in,
Totally badass.
which is like 24 or
Totally
25,
crazy
maybe like 26 in StarCraft
I think
time.
that's checkmate. I think Cella's analyzing the situation and saying, I don't got no monies. There's
He
a mule.
totally got no money.
He got no monies.
But their supply is so close still, 39 to 42 with Sella in the lead. But now our Terran player is mining.
Terran player's got the
A
command
single
center
mule is like more economy than the Zerg has right now.
up. And again, we've learned a lot from this game. One basing, how to do it, how to starve your opponent, when to target fire expansions. The fact there's a giant dead
I
elephant
still
down
don't
here.
agree with the target
Looks like
firing
some
of the
mutas have been
expansions, even when he
produced.
did pull it
Gonna
off.
run into dropship randomly, very nice. And he should just be targeting that dropship, but instead targeting the Marines, taking some hits.
Is there a
Now, does
watchtower?
he- now, he has a
Yeah,
few
there's
roaches
just
here. I don't know if
watchtowers
he
out
has
there. You
necessary
can't tell
air
because the
defense.
minimap is like 7 pixels in total, but
Interesting. Yeah, but he is
Yeah, he does.
doing a good job. Yeah, now, well, he took out enough of
Only
these mutas.
3 mutas left.
I
yeah.
actually, I missed these Marines here for a second when I was saying that.
And even building a turret at this point. Looks like we're going to see Cella's last ditch all in. We can already tell.
My
Too
God.
many siege tanks there. Does not look like this is going to be successful.
Not off the
he
long
still
distance
doesn't have
line, but there's a
combat
hatch
shield.
on the way.
A scan on the
Everybody
hatch.
knows about that now.
Are there
That's right.
island bases in the
Us,
corners?
them,
Oh my God,
him, her.
there are.
She.
It. Okay, this is just too much. I mean,
Oh,
Muta's trying to take out the siege tank.
3
Marines coming up.
mutas, not gonna
Roaches
do it.
are lagging behind a little bit, seeing if he can create some
And
sort of
there's a
opening.
turret.
Just going to do some damage. Don't think so, though. Killing off this barracks.
The
he can push right through.
free barracks,
One
okay.
thing that Zerg's doing is it's a common technique is not actually attacking until your opponent leaves his base, and that way he's hoping to buy enough time to finish this hatchery down here. Meanwhile, he's got mutas over here going for these tanks.
Well, if he kills every
this
tank.
This is good play by Sella. He's doing his
Whoa.
absolute
He's gotten
best, and
one.
Maru's kind of falling apart at this point.
Well,
The
I think
stress of being a 13-year-old is getting to him.
puberty, man.
Yeah, that's a stressful time.
That's a stressful time, man.
As all of us that are 13-year-old do know.
Been there, done that, man. I'm glad to be a grown-up, man.
Been
No,
there,
seriously,
still doing
so
that.
much stress.
All right.
And you know, I don't know. I don't know if he has enough. I mean,
Was this
that-
game suggested to you? This is Maru's
If he
first
can kill all the
professional match in
Marines, then suddenly
StarCraft
the
2.
tanks dive the mutas, and he's fine.
He's 13 years
And
old.
the game actually gets quite even.
Uh-oh.
Keep those siege tanks in front, though, and
Siege up now. He needs to target fire the Banelings. He gets them, but there's what, 3 Banelings
3
left.
Banes left. He has to kill all the Marines. That is the only way to survive this attack.
Economy looking pretty good up here. No orbital expansion. He
3
tries to go in
mutas
here.
trying to take out these tanks.
Leapfrogging tanks, this is the right way to do it. Just leapfrog them 2 at a time. You don't care if the tanks take damage. You just have to keep your Marines alive.
He's almost in range of the mineral patches. He moves
With that,
in.
he's got Baneling
Can he
speed.
get him with the Banelings? And no!
Not even remotely close to getting him with the
Coming from
Baneling.
side, getting
Super dead.
It's gonna be it. That has to be GG.
Yeah, Cella's not going to be able to hold on after this.
Damn!
Maru even gets the GG out.
Totally crazy
Oh my
game.
God.
I don't even know what to say
Look at
about
this
that.
guy. He's like, I'm like Flash, but I'm gonna make more money. Oh my God.
Achievement accomplished.
Joe,
Oh my
achievement
god, his
accomplished.
picture.
13 years old in the round of 32 now. Very,
Damn.
very impressive.
That is so sick. Celoera did showed us some great games. I mean, you really can't feel bad about that last game. That was actually quite possibly the most entertaining game of the entire tournament, I think, so far. As far as like that was so close. I mean, Celoera did such a good job of slowing his opponent down.
The entire game was slowed down, indeed.
It was a very interesting game. There was
I
so many
wonder
tactics
if
used. It was
he
such a-
wrote that
it
stuff
wasn't
on his
really
hand
micro
after
macro.
the
That
match
was really
before,
one way. It was the
or if
tactics
he
that each
had it
player
on
was
his
using to
hand
slow
at the
down
very
other one
start.
to hurt the other one, and they both hurt each other so
Like-
many times. They both stopped so many attacks that it became one of
Yes, and now we break it down, but yeah, that was Maru victorious in his first professional match. I'm assuming it was first. That was the first round of the first GSL, so I don't think there was anything behind that, but yes, as you can tell, the gameplay. Well, the first game was walking across with 4 racks Marine Marauder and winning. The second game was actively throwing against Ultralisk, and the third game was whatever that was. So definitely quite a variety of gameplay there. So that is the interesting part. But Maru still the same strategy. I don't think he shored up some of his weaknesses against Zerg though since then. Well, that was certainly, back in the day. He's worked a bit on his macro. All right. Believe it or not, consistently building off of one base was good macro in 2010. All right. Even at the end of the first game, they were both banking like 2K minimum. So it wasn't perfect, but it was getting there. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the nostalgia of the SC2. We're probably going to progress some more in Against the Storm tonight. So make sure to check it out on Twitch if you haven't yet. But otherwise, yes, Maru's ecstatic nature after winning. And he still gives the same interviews as 14 years ago. All right. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching on the YouTubes. And don't go anywhere on Twitch.